call him back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart, yeah. I won't stop charging me, go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
We're live, and I have a pound of boneless beef ribs, short ribs, air fried and pan seared to perfection. Look at that. Look at that.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the crowd.
Absolute perfect medium rare.
I see
Finish eating quick, we will get started.
Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and couch.
Dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion, following the light that sets me free. Final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion, following.
All right. Just grab bear claws as a kid, get them lodged right in there. Oh. Oh my God, those ribs were good. I should have saved them for tomorrow when the wife got here. Being dumb. Should have saved it. How's everybody doing today? Everybody pumped for Christmas? Folks traveling, you staying at home? What do we got going on? What do we got going on? We got some more Epstein spice to go over today. Some more Epstein spice to go over today. As soon as we get some people in. We might look at some meatball stuff in the meantime. What it do, tennis shoe? I've actually never heard that one before, and I'm going to steal it now. How much, Lion? How's the rest of your stream, brother? I left it up the whole time I was in there. Left it up on screen for you to keep reviews going. I had so much shit to do the last hour, though. I had laundry going. I had to get my goddamn garbage out in the middle of 6 inches of snow and get that up to the top of my driveway. And cook dinner, and I was again trying to shoot the short that I was trying to get done yesterday and couldn't do it. Bugger! It's been a busy hour. I've had a short that I've been trying to get done for 2 days, and I can't get done because every time I get home, I am just condensed for time. Household chores coming at you. Oh, I'm just finishing up. I just had probably a pound and a half of beef short ribs. Very delicious. Very delicious. I saw a little bit of it. I saw when you were doing the electric one, the electric powered top rotor. I saw you doing that one, and I was kind of in and out of the room. I was setting up stream and doing some other stuff. Anytime I was in, I was checking it out. But I saw you in a Chinook. I came back in at one point and saw the Chinook going. I said, damn, that could actually be pretty cool to watch. The Chinook. God, those ribs are just so good. I just did a pound and a half of beef short ribs. I got like another pound sitting out there. I don't think I can do it. I'm actually feeling quite full and quite satiated right now. So unlike my past self, we're going to let those other pound of ribs sit out there, and I'll get them in the fridge, and that will be my meal tomorrow. And even more majestically, the wife comes home tomorrow after 6 days on the road. I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait. I miss that girl. I miss her. But beyond that, busy day. I got up super late today. I didn't get to the gym till like 9 o'clock this morning. And then by the time I woke up, there was like 6 inches of snow on the roads. Short ribs of the beef Friday. Yeah, it was my first time having them too, Lion. They were really good. Really good. I did them just about the same way I do everything else. I just air fry them, then pan sear them. Today was not a 2-a-day. I tried to do as much as I could today, but we had like 6 inches of snow on the roads. By the time I got going, I had to finish up Christmas shopping today. What else? I had all sorts of household stuff to do as well. I'm single-handedly taking care of the home front. I'm doing all the videos and workouts and gym and stuff, and I'm also taking care of the whole house and groceries and cleaning and laundry and all that stuff because my wife is working on the road, so I am handling the entire home front. So I got super busy today. But I did 2 miles on the treadmill, and I did 1,500 meters in the pool. No, I did a mile in the pool. Mile in the pool, 2 miles on the treadmill, and I couldn't do a sauna today. I was so pumped for my sauna today after my workout, and the sauna was broken. They didn't even have a sign that the sauna was broken. I walked into my nice dry sauna at the gym, and it was 72 degrees in there. I said, no. Yeah, I did a lot of shoveling today, Brilliant. I definitely did some shoveling. I have a top walkway. I had to shovel a path up. My driveway like drops straight down into the bottom of my house. So I had to shovel a path up my driveway. I had to lunk the garbage out there, so. For yourself again this morning, how much was it? Am I going to be disgusted or proud? Or possibly both? Why does it sound like my dog's choking? You good? You good? You're making some noises out there, puppy. Oh, we did some shoveling today for sure. We definitely did some shoveling. My fucking knees are killing me, man. Absolutely. 295.2, and you were what, 298 yesterday? I think you said 298 yesterday, if I remember correct. That's awesome, man. 2 pounds in a day is huge, huge. I've had days where I lost 5 pounds. I've had days where I gained 9 pounds, dude. My weight loss is just a mystery to most. Bucky, my calorie count lately is right around 2,000. 1,800 to 2,000 a day is right where I'm sitting. I can't possibly do more than that. I'm probably right at 298. So that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So that's what, 2.8? Yeah, 2.8 today. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I did last week and then I gained back again. I brought 2 back. Although I get measurements tomorrow. I'm going to have measurements up tomorrow. I'm only doing 1 gym session again tomorrow. Wife is coming home. I'm spending almost all my day with her. I will have an early morning video. I think tomorrow I will. The one I've been trying to get out for 2 days, I will have out tomorrow. Very, very important one. Very important message I want to get out before Christmas to everybody. Something I've been working on for a little bit. It's still just going to be a short. It's going to be pushing the boundaries of the 3-minute limit there, but we'll see what happens. I've been ruminating this in my mind for some time. It's awesome. 2.8. 2,000. I'm probably right around 2,000 to 2,100 right now, Bucky, for the day today, and I'm so full. It's not even funny. I actually have like that upper abdominal pressure, like, oh baby, we're full. And I know I don't have one on deck because I just cut one loose before stream. $2.4 in a day. Yeah, I've definitely had a couple days where I lost that. Definitely. They're few and far between anymore, man. The 460s and 470s, dude. You know, I had this stupid idea in my head that the 470s took so long to get through. I'm like, I'm going to break through the 460s, and the 460s is going to sail right by. That's what my mental state was coming into it. Now the 460s is going, saying, I don't think so, mofo. Reserve burn its own fat just sitting there and only taking around 700 calories for the entire day. You're going to lose weight. Yep. A mystery only you can discover, Betty. A mystery only you can discover. I find the streams get a lot more likes after the fact. I feel like people go back and watch a lot of portions of them afterwards. Betty Bob, how's your day going, brother? How's everyone's day going, man? Hope y'all are doing well. What do we got? Spicy Christmas plans. What do you guys got going on? What's your big deal for Christmas? I did all my shopping today. Do you remember I am a relatively skinny, overweight guy compared to a few of you? Yeah, you're not wrong, Billy. We got some big boys in here. Shit, we could have an offensive line for the NFL in here. You got enough of us together. Yeah. The Chuck Steak Day, I was definitely around 32. I was definitely around 32 on that one. And it's also, I've had a few days where I went up to like 3,000, so I'm over my my metabolic rate, and now I'm gaining weight. So it's like, I want to go back to a deficit. I want to be big old deficit again. No, you're fine. Don't even worry about the likes, man. I appreciate it, but again, don't feel obligated. I definitely appreciate, though. Minneapolis tomorrow. Go with my mom and your other sister. Awesome. I have my brother from Philadelphia is coming up. His wife will be here Friday. My grandma's around. My last remaining grandparent is around. Be over at my mom and dad's tomorrow with my wife. We're having just a little, I say a coffee get together. There won't be any coffee for me. I'll be having an Element. The wife got me a Christmas present. It was Element. Now I'm super thrilled because Element is so good. So I'm restocked on Element. We got a little get together tomorrow, nice and brief, and then Thursday we're doing our big old dinner, which I was lied to, friends. I was lied to. My mom told me we were doing prime rib for Christmas. I was told about prime rib for Christmas, and there is not going to be any prime rib to be had. They're actually doing a big old ham, which doesn't bode well for me. But, that being said, they have a whole bunch of venison, so I'll be doing some Benny. Likes are free and they make you happy. That's right, Benny. They most certainly are. They make me happy as hell, too. I love them little thumbs up. Oh, she ordered me... I really like the citrus one, so she just got me the lemonade one. Apparently, she looked for the citrus ones, and it wouldn't be, like, by the time citrus shipped, it wouldn't be here till, like, almost New Year's. So she went for the lemonade. I'll tell you what, it's really, really good. Although I found one thing with Element, instead of doing, normally like Liquid IV and stuff, I do 16 ounces of water, do 32. I found if you do 32 ounces of water with one Element packet, it's like the perfect mixture. It's still nice and salty, it still tastes great, but it's not overpowering. It's a lot smoother. It's definitely a lot smoother. Like's are free and so is me. Alright, so we got some cool stuff to look at. We got a little homestead video we're gonna look at. We got our favorite steak and butter gals, got a little something we're going to look at. But before we do that, I think we're going to kind of go in the same order we did yesterday. We're going to cut the music down there. There's more Epstein information out, and I want to look at more Epstein stuff. As you can remember from our time yesterday, that is resolved. I don't even know why that is still open. Whoop. If you remember from our time yesterday, we reviewed the batch of Epstein files from yesterday, which looks something like this. What do you wager that it's going to look even worse today? But apparently there's a new drop of information to come out. Yeah, oh yeah, ham's a great choice. Ham's a great choice. If I was base carnivore, I'd be in hog heaven over there, you know what I mean? But being on Lion, ham is a no-go for another, good God, 60 what? I don't even remember now. 67 days. I got 67 more days on Lion. The fact that it's been 23 days already is crazy. We are actually on day 23 of Lion right now. Day 25 will be Christmas Day. I'm probably going to I'm thinking for Christmas, I'm going to have one short out for Christmas. I don't even know what it's going to be on yet. I can't even go to an early morning gym session. My gym is closed on Christmas Day. So I'll have to figure it out. You do 24 ounce, but it's definitely salty. Although, yeah, 24 would probably be good too if you like a little stronger. I just happen to have like perfect 32 ounce jugs that I take to the gym with me. So, but we had a good morning. Good morning. For stream tonight, we're probably only going till 7 o'clock tonight. I got an edited video when I get done. I got to get that out, and I have to be in bed early tonight. By the time I got done last night and finished doing all my chores around the house and doing all sorts of other things, laundry, and getting ready for the gym in the morning, I ended up passing out late, and that's why I woke up so late this morning. And unfortunately, instead of being at the gym at 6 a.m., I need to be at the hospital at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So here's an interesting one for you fellas, and there'll be a video coming out as soon as I have the information. My lipid panel got moved up. Apparently, my weight loss doctor is so concerned about me doing carnivore, she moved up my lipid panel by like 2.5 weeks. It should have been the second week of January. She said she wanted to wait 3 months, and she posted yesterday that it's going through. So tomorrow morning, I'm fasting this evening, doing a water fast tonight at 6 a.m. I'll be having my lipid panel done. I will be having all my other nutrients and shit checked, and on top of that, I'll be having a full hormone panel. Pheromones. My pheromones. Now, I'm having a whole hormone panel. And I got to give another sample on top of that. I get the embarrassment of having to crank hog at the hospital tomorrow morning for a semen sample for another test for for some other stuff. So it's going to be a very interesting morning. Very interesting morning. But we're going to see. We're finally going to get a look. We're finally going to get a look at like week 9 of carnivore. I mean, I was hoping for the 3-month mark. She said 3 months. But here we are. At 9 weeks, we are finally going to be getting a look at our lipid panel and see where cholesterol is. I'm curious. I'm very, very curious. Did it come down? Did it stay the same? Did it go up? Is it through the roof? Where are we going to end up? I am very, very curious. If it went up my T levels before, I'm not sure. This is my initial test, Bucky. As far as hormone levels and testosterone and all that stuff, this is the first round of tests. I don't have a baseline to compare it to yet. We're going to see what this one says, and then I'll get with the urologist, and we'll kind of go over stuff there. The urologist is the one doing my full hormone. Why can't I say hormone today? Oh, shit. They literally called me today, Benny, and said, no lube, no spit. I said, God damn, man, I'm dry cranking in this place. Yeah, triglycerides I'm expecting to be down. My LDL, I'm curious where my LDL is going to be. My HDL, I believe, should stay the same, if not go up. I want to see my LDL come down, though. If my LDL and my triglycerides come down, I'm going to be a happy, happy camper. If they go up any more than they are already high, I'm about to have a screaming flock of doctors coming after me, and I don't know what I'm going to do then. I don't know. My wife is on my shit. My wife is a cardiac nurse. As much as we go over the stuff in here and cholesterol and all this other shit, she's going to want me to stop lying. If these come back bad, she's going to want... HCL is 3.5 less insurance. HCL is 1. You're good. Yeah, I know. I'm past the point of freaking out about it, but I got a wife who's not too happy with it. She's a cardiac nurse, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm not abandoning carnivore by any means, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with these tests. There have been a study posted to show LDL increase heart attack disease. Dr. Ken Berry just yeah. We've watched it. We've watched it a lot. We've seen all the Berry stuff. We dove probably a week or 2 weeks ago. We dove very, very deep into cholesterol because it was scaring me. Cholesterol numbers and stuff like that. It's been so ingrained into my brain that it was scaring the shit out of me for a while here. I'd also like to note it's almost 4:30 and there's still sunshine coming in that window. Days are getting longer. I love to see it. They're fluffy, good LDL and small particle, bad LDL. Yeah. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. I'm very curious to see the hormone test, see where that comes back, all my other nutrients, and see what happens. We got a lot of blood work in the morning. They're going to drain me dry. Don't sweat the lipids. Cardiac nurse knows have the heart patients have good cholesterol numbers. Yeah. No, she's a smart girl. My wife's on the crash response team. What's scary is high weight, high blood pressure. Yeah. My blood pressure today was 124/74. Blood pressure was looking good today. And that was post-gym. That was right when I got home from the gym this morning. Actually, that's a lie. That's when I got home, but that was not when I left the gym. I had to do a bunch of Christmas shopping today. I got a bunch of stocking stuffers for my nieces and nephews. And God, dude, I actually, listen to this one. I went out into a grocery store. I bought cookies. I bought Reese's cups. I got raspberry vanilla bread from a local bakery. What else did I get? I got like 2 or 3 other incredibly terrible things. Not even a single craving. I came home, stuffed the stockings, bam, done. Not even thinking about it. Not even thinking of it. Yeah, my blood pressure is holding really good. My blood pressure is really, really good right now. It's starting to come down. I'm hoping, I'm on 2 medications for it currently. I'm hoping I can get rid of one soon. I'm hoping we can get rid of one. That would be absolutely amazing if I could do that. Absolutely amazing if I could do that. All right, well, we got a bunch of people in. Let's see. I was our look at Epstein yesterday. Let's take a look. BP is great. Your body's loving it. Oh, dude, Rick, I'm telling you, man, my blood pressure is phenomenal. My blood sugar, dude, I took my sugar yesterday. I was a 79. 79 post-meal, like a 2,000 calorie meal. 79 post-meal is unbelievable. My heart rate and pulse ox haven't changed too much. My resting heart rate went from being in the low 80s down to about the mid 70s was the change. How's your wife enjoying the keto breath? She don't mind. I floss and brush my shit like 4 times a day anyway. Can't even tell it's there. I'll tell you what, dude, that my smells and shit are gone. Like, no joke. Like, dude, my BO completely gone. Like, I shit you not, 6 months ago, if I didn't take a shower for a day, you would know it. You would know being in the same room with me. Like, oh, shit, boy, you need to take a shower. Brother, I cannot take a shower and not put deodorant on for like 3 days in a row right now and smell completely fine. I can be completely fine from it, so. Most interesting stuff. She likes me too much to care about that shit. All right, Voidzilla is back, a.k.a. CoffeeZilla. He's got another breakdown on Epstein. Let's see what they came out with. Apparently a whole bunch of new files came out today. Let's see what we got.
Accidentally released 11,000 Jeffrey Epstein files.
10.6 gigabytes of files accidentally. Huh.
That they hadn't publicly put out yet, but we got access to them. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to access them. Here's what that looks like. It's volume 8 of the files, but you can see right now that they've only released 7 data sets. And so myself, the guys at Jmail, and the guys at DropSite, we've been investigating this. I've partnered with them to kind of look at some of these files. And they got access to volume 8 early. You would just type it in the URL. It wasn't like indexable on search, but you could just type in the specific URL and it would just come up. You could download the entire zip file, and that's what we did. We've been looking through it. I want to go over some of it because I believe some of what we've seen directly contradicts the FBI's earlier statement that, oh, there's no evidence, or we did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. That's what they told us, right? They said, we've already looked through the files. You don't need to see the files back in July. Of course, all the pressure has made them now start releasing some of this.
Doctors get indoctrinated in their indoctrination becomes tradition amongst other doctors. It just becomes habit. I can't see the forest for the trees. 12 things can improve, and they'll focus on the 13th. That's my argument. That's my argument that I gave my weight loss doctor the last time she gave me a round of shit. She's the day the man I made the video say, "Oh, will you eat a vegetable, please?" And I said no. She's going up and down a tree about, well, your cholesterol this, your cholesterol that. And I started raffling off other shit. I'm like, my blood pressure is down. My sugar's the best it's ever been. My resting heart rate is going to be down. I have skin conditions clearing up. My inflammation's down. My GI is better. My digestive tract is feeling better. I don't have indigestion anymore. My wife quit giving me one of my indigestion pills over a month ago and never told me, and I never even noticed a change. My indigestion is like gone. I could do a list of like 30 things that have improved. My eye floaters are gone. My brain fog's gone. My clarity of thought is back. My speech is better. My cognition's better. My reaction time is better. Everything, all this massive list, and I can show them that, and they'll still just sit there and go, but your cholesterol. Like, dude, even if the cholesterol's bad, what the fuck? Like, do I go back? Okay, all right, I'll worry about the cholesterol and go back to having all 13 to 20 of these other conditions again. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Lion. Dude, Voidzilla, CoffeeZilla, dude, he's awesome. This man does some real deep dives into this shit. He gets the down and dirty info.
Stuff. And we believe that this was slated for release, but remember, they weren't going to release all the files yet. They had to hold some back. Well, we believe that these 11,000 files are part of what they held back, because clearly they aren't out, and clearly they were ready, because a lot of these are redacted. I mean, already you can see we found several files that were, once again, over 100 pages of redacted information. So it was all ready to be released. It's unclear why it wasn't. But let me caveat before we get into the material that this is a breaking story, and as such, I'm sure there's going to be some pieces of information that we are interpreting or trying to interpret live, and because of that, I want to warn you to withhold your judgment on some of this stuff until we get more evidence. I'm sure the president's going to be asked about some of this stuff. I'm sure Todd Blanche, Pam Bondi, they're going to get asked about this because it is...
In the immortal words of Nuxanor, penis guillotines for everyone. Don't expect a pat on the back. You may get a kick in the butt from your doctor. She already has, Rick. She already has. My main weight loss doctor is not happy that I'm doing carnivore. She is not happy at all. My primary is okay with it. My dietitian's okay with it. My life coach loves every second of it. But my life coach isn't supposed to give dietary advice. He's supposed to handle the mental side of you losing weight and shit like that. But again, dude, I have people on Instagram all day. I have people coming at me on Instagram every minute of the day. This diet's gonna kill you. What you're doing is wrong. Guy says he's on a diet. There's a slab of steak in the video. Like, dude, I deal with the shit all day on Instagram, man. I get haters out the ass on Insta. Haters Central. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. There's no money in healthy patients, man. There's no money in healthy patients. They don't want you dying. They just want you sicker than hell. That's all they want, man. The food industry gently hands you off to the pharmaceutical industry. And here's your pills. Now you're on pills for life. Now everyone makes money. No implicates surrendered by other parties. He's pretending to be blind. Thomas Massey was 100% right on implicates rich, powerful people, many friends with... Oh, yeah, absolutely, Bucky. Absolutely, dude. Kash Patel has been a massive disappointment. Massive disappointment. We have no information to press charges against any third party. Like, motherfucker, dude. Half the shit we watched yesterday. So as much as he said he respected bankers yesterday, yeah, pretty much. Fucking, it's just a joke, dude. And the thing is like I keep diving into this information and stuff, but it doesn't matter. There's never going to be accountability. The most prolific child trafficker on the face of the planet, a literal fucking rapist of fucking children, and we're never going to see accountability. He trafficked all these children to nobody. It was all just for himself, according to, everything getting released. It was just him and Ghislaine. And, yeah, it's a fucking joke. It's an absolute fucking joke. When I tell them I'd rather die of my feet of a heart attack than die in bed of old age with chronic pain and disease. That's pretty much it, Benny. It's like, dude, like, I don't understand how it's like they're not even recognizing what I'm saying. It's like, here's a list of 20 things that have improved. Here's statistics showing how much they've improved. But your cholesterol. I don't know what to fucking do with it.
It's extremely damning, I think, what we see in some of the.
We'll see, though. I'm very curious for the results. The lipid panel should be back tomorrow. I might be able to make that video tomorrow. Again, my wife has been out of town for 6 days. I have a lot of other business to attend to tomorrow. So I will have at least 2 shorts out tomorrow. Probably don't count on any long forms this week, being the holiday week. I'll definitely have at least 1 short out on Christmas Day, whatever I think of what I want to do. End of the week, I'll have some stuff out. Over the weekend, I'll have stuff out. I need to start working on weekends, too. I don't like taking breaks on weekends. I take every Saturday and Sunday off. I work on projects, but I don't put anything out. I think I really, really need to start doing projects on weekends, too. Saturday, Sunday, get some stuff out.
This specifically, I want to draw your attention immediately to the 10 co-conspirators that are mentioned in some of these emails in 2019. Now, this is just alarming stuff, because prior to this, remember that all we really had was Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. That's the only people who have ever faced any charges at all. Ghislaine Maxwell, the only one who actually faced consequences, right? But in 2019, apparently there were 10 co-conspirators. Now, the people who were sending this to and from have been blacked out, but at the bottom we see that this is the Violent Crime Section, Crimes Against Human Trafficking Unit. And we can see that of the 10 co-conspirators, 3 have been located in Florida, served grand jury subpoenas, 1 in Boston, 1 in New York City, 1 in Connecticut were served. 4 out of the 10 are outstanding with attempts having been made. What is a wealthy businessman in Ohio? A lead is being sent to CV, and the remaining 3 are currently out of pocket. This is stunning stuff.
The one in Ohio, I forget his name. The one in Ohio is the guy that I'm pretty sure he's like mega billionaire, and he gave control of his entire company to Epstein, if I'm not mistaken. Larry something, I think.
Previously, we did not know how many co-conspirators were suspected of, or I'm not aware of anything like that. And additionally, some of the details on this are revealed later, because we see this subject line. It says co-conspirators at the top. And it says, blank does not need to head out. We made contact with blank last night in New York City. Blank last night in New York. Contact was made with blank, and blank. By the way, I love how these potential co-conspirators are people who are being blacked out. Like, why? Yeah. I thought the whole point of this was you couldn't redact people for personal information reasons or for public.
Said it once, and I'll say it again. The only fucking redactions that should be on this entire list are victims, any CSAM, and that's fucking it. Everything else should be 120% open.
Embarrassment, you could only redact on the basis of it being a victim, and I'm not sure how these people could possibly be victims here.
Epstein Files Transparency Act prohibits redactions, quote, on the basis of embarrassment, reputational harm, or political sensitivity. Has anything been redacted on that basis?
Absolutely, positively not.
But anyways, you can see that it says attempts were made to blank and Brunel, that's Jean-Luc Brunel, the famous who's now dead. Blank is confirmed to live in New York, was away for the holiday weekend. We did not have a good address, but an
CSAM line, CSAM, child sexual abuse material. So anything involving kids, you know what I mean? CSAM and identities of victims should be the only stuff that's blanked out. Should be the only things covered. Only things covered. No one else should be getting protected for anything. And anyone whose name is in this shit, why aren't they publicly being fucking grilled and questioned right now? That's the crazy part. Like, it's just everyone's involved. Everyone's involved. Both sides of government. It doesn't matter what side you're on, what you back. None of that even matters. Yeah. The abbreviation, CSAM. Yep. You ever hear CSAM? That's what it is.
Attempt was
truly disgusting stuff.
Made in New York. Attempts are made to Maxwell today. Blank. You get it. Like, it's already all the people they suspected this whole time are redacted, of course. And they say, I do not know about Ohio contacting Wexner. Now, that's a reference to Les Wexner, the former CEO of Victoria's Secret. This is huge. We've long suspected that he was, of course, one of the co-conspirators. And obviously, the fact the FBI suspected it isn't a 100% proof confirmation. But clearly, they were serving grand jury subpoenas. I mean, that must be who they're talking about. One wealthy wealthy businessman in
man, yeah.
Ohio, because later it's confirmed by
Wexner,
this
yep.
whole
Leslie Wexner, he was literally Victoria's Secret. He wasn't the one. I don't think he was the one that Epstein took control of the company, but yeah.
idea of Ohio contacting Wexner. And you can see at the bottom, this is from the FBI New York. When you get a chance, give me an update on the status of the 10 co-conspirators. This is really bad to know that we knew as early as 2019 the right people to target, and yet our FBI, who's had evidence of this the entire time, or leads on it, has declined to prosecute, right? Because this is what the FBI now tells us. Oh, don't bother. Don't worry about it. That's what they wanted us to believe in July. Fast forward to December, we find out there's 10 guys that they knew about since like 6 years ago. You know, it's insane. Even over here, we see that in one of the lawsuits, I believe this is with Maxwell, the government actually wanted to refer to people at trial as co-conspirators of the defendant, aka Maxwell, for the purposes of a rule. And then they say Jeffrey Epstein, and then there are 2 names listed there who are going to be listed as co-conspirators. Again, who are those people? We were told that the only co-conspirator now is Maxwell, and if you don't believe that, you're crazy, you're a conspiracy theorist. But back in 2020, this was an idea not just promulgated by wackos, it was promulgated by who? The FBI themselves, the Department of Justice. Look at this. Co-conspirator question transcript. This is from USA NYS. They say, question, when Jeffrey Epstein died, a lot of people asked, who's next? Is the government going to hold people who are accused of helping him recruit these girls? Are they going to hold them accountable? And then the answer is, well, I'll note that the original charges against Jeffrey Epstein contained a conspiracy charge, and we allege that there were conspirators involved. Jeffrey Epstein couldn't have done what he did without the assistance of others, and I can assure you that our investigation is moving forward, except I guess not. Against everyone except for Ghislaine.
Well, the thing is like fucking, you have the conference, the one that Thomas Massey did a while back. Remember when Thomas Massey had all the victims come out and they had like the big press conference and stuff, and all the victims are saying, well, if you're not going to release the names, we will. Like, just fucking say them. Just fucking say them, man. Like, it's that fucking simple. It's that fucking simple. The whole thing's just a joke, dude. The level of cover-up on both sides is just unfucking paralleled. Trump said, yeah, dude, it's just a fucking joke. The whole thing's a fucking joke, man. Our government is just a fucking joke at this point.
Maxwell, it got killed. Like, Ghislaine Maxwell was the only one who faced justice, right? Except then she got moved to Club Fed, to this nice prison, right? And by the way, that a whole interesting interview we saw happen with Todd Blanche, which is Trump's former defense lawyer. So he got grilled on Meet the Press about his relationship. Like, why did Ghislaine Maxwell go to this nicer prison immediately afterwards? And while he declines to comment on it, he says something very interesting.
Why was she moved just days after you interviewed her, Mr. Blanche?
So that's a Bureau of Prisons security issue that I will not talk about.
Did you have anything to do with it? Did you have anything to do with it?
Let me finish. First of all, I am responsible for the Bureau of Prisons. So every decision that they make lands on my desk to the extent it needs to. But just let me talk about the security issue. At the time that I met Miss Maxwell, there was a tremendous amount of scrutiny.
This
and
fucking guy, this
her.
guy used to be Trump's fucking lawyer, right? Wasn't this guy fucking previously Trump's lawyer, personal lawyer?
And the institution she was in,
sure
she was suffering numerous threats against her life. So the BOP is not only responsible for putting people in.
I believe Massey Wolf, this doesn't come out, it's actually better to come out this way than have him say, then the docs come out this way shows the corruption. Yeah, I mean, the level of cover-up is just more and more apparent. I mean, I've been saying since 2019, man, we're never going to see accountability on this. Also note that Massey is like one of the only ones that doesn't take AIPAC money, too. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff.
In jail and making sure they stay in jail, but also for their safety.
All right, so he's like, yeah, that's
actually, I'm
crazy.
pretty sure the only two on the red side that weren't backed by AIPAC were fucking Massey and Green.
No, I'm not going to talk about that, but every decision lands on my desk.
I
mean, eventually he goes on to say that, oh, she was in so much danger. We were worried about her safety as a prisoner. I just got to say, there's a lot of concern about Ghislaine Maxwell. All of a sudden, I don't know where that came from. There's not a lot of concern about these conspirators that I guess we've swept under the rug, that we don't care about anymore since 2019.
Let me know if that's
guess
too
we knew
low for
about
you
them
guys.
and didn't care. And what's even more concerning is our president also seems concerned with the wrong people. Like, while Todd Blanche is concerned about Ghislaine Maxwell's safety and well-being, you've got Trump concerned about the people who are going to be unfairly implicated in the Jeffrey Epstein files, rather than worrying about how to catch the people that we obviously let go through the cracks.
The victims were protesting that too many of them were redacted.
I know there are a lot of people that are angry about all of the pictures of other people, but I think it's terrible.
Be right back. I'm going to see if someone's here quick. My neighbor is using their snowblower. Neighbor, snowblower, angry chihuahua.
Look, I like Bill Clinton. I've always gotten along with Bill Clinton. I've been nice to him. He's been nice to me. We've always gotten along. Respect him. I hate to see photos come out of him, but this is what the Democrats, mostly Democrats, and a couple of bad Republicans are asking for. So they're giving their photos of me, too. Everybody was friendly with this guy. I think it's a terrible thing. I think Bill Clinton's a big boy. He can handle it. But you probably have pictures being exposed of other people that innocently met Jeffrey.
Whether he's guilty or not, it's probably still worth going to jail. Just get the fuck away from Hillary, am I right?
Epstein years ago, many years ago.
Now, I'll be honest, he gets off track from here, but the point he was making is that those poor, innocent, bankers who were meeting with Epstein, the poor lawyers who were meeting with Epstein, like all of Epstein's friends are just caught up in this unfortunate thing. And it's just such a reversal of what previously the DOJ and FBI believed. In fact, they believed it so much that they got a federal search warrant for the SDNY, and they got it, and part of the seizable data, part of the stuff that they commanded them to seize as part of the search warrant, which, by the way, I think you need some kind of standard of evidence for. I'm not a lawyer. You guys can chime in. But you can't just get a search warrant without some kind of evidence that you believe there's a crime that's been committed. And part of it says evidence concerning the identity or location of co-conspirators of Jeffrey Epstein, including blank and Ghislaine Maxwell. So again, who is blank? Well, they keep redacting the names of these co-conspirators, uncharged, remember, and now they're saying we have no evidence to charge anybody. Clearly, they had evidence for a search warrant, and it's just completely ridiculous that some of this stuff is redacted and that we're viewing the rich and powerful people who are mentioned as the victims.
Wait, did that say fourth? Didn't I put fourth in my thing yesterday? Yeah, 4 times. 4 times.
Here. Now, that's all I want to talk about for now. Remember, this is a developing story, so there's, I'm sure, going to be more evidence that comes out. I will try to keep you updated. I'm probably going to cover more of this stuff in the future because there's so much here. But I had to get this out while it was basically not public yet. I mean, I think it's eventually going to be public. When, we don't know. But you can access all of it at jmail.world. I'll leave a link in the description. They have a special, Drive section. The original pitch was it's like email, but you're logged in as Jeffrey Epstein. Now they've made it like the entire Google account, so you can log into his Drive folder and all that kind of stuff. It's fun. It's a great UI, but more importantly, it makes it all very searchable, and you can look at it. I think you'll all really enjoy it. I also wanted to give a special shout out to the Dropsite team. And finally, we just uploaded on CoffeeZilla. I don't like to upload the same day on both channels because it kind of cannibalizes views. This is such a breaking story that I decided to break my rule. But if you could go, please give that a watch. It's a really great story that we spent a lot of time on. And I'd appreciate it if you check that out as well. I'll leave that link down below too. And yeah, thank you. I'm going to go get some sleep.
Unfucking-lievable. All right, so we're going to go.
Welcome back to the vault.
Where is CoffeeZilla? U.S. capability. Oh, that had to be a cool time. That'd be a cool time. Coffee Zuka. Jesus Christ. I guess. Well, Coffee Zilla. This one looks pretty interesting too. Let's finish up on the Epstein stuff. I got also an interesting look at AI, where AI, YouTube, and content creation is going. That'll be a good one to look at as well. This is pretty much the same thing. This is going to be a different look at Epstein. This is from Upper Echelon. UE is amazing. Awesome, awesome channel. If you guys have never seen him, definitely check him out, man. Really good investigative work.
Well, December 19th, 2025 was the day that the Epstein files were supposed to be released, all of them. But instead, we got a tiny fraction of what was legally required in what I would describe as the most shameless cover-up in America.
I've always wanted to go down. I'll tell you what, Bucky. I've always wanted to. That's one of my big bucket list things. I only live, I'm probably like 6.5 hours away from D.C. 6.5, 7 hour drive from D.C. Probably not even. I want to go down and see it. I want to see the Capitol, especially now that it's cleaned up a little bit. I want to go see the Capitol. I want to go see all the monuments. I want to do the Smithsonian. I have wanted to go see the Smithsonian since I was, I don't even know how old. I've always wanted to do the Smithsonian. Something was also there. That's cool. That's cool. I've done the Natural History Museum in New York City. That one's amazing. That's one that has the whole blue whale in there. Dude, them things are so big. Had some interesting speakers. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Definitely sounds like it. Yeah, I've always wanted to do the DC tour, and probably the next year or two is probably the time to do it while the streets are still cleaned up down there. They still got the National Guard keeping things clean and the crime down south, because, man, it's a nasty area. DC, Baltimore, dude, it's sketchy down there. Sketchy.
The video would be like 5 hours long. I have a whole playlist linked down below. Everybody's welcome to watch that. But after repeated attempts at delaying or undermining the Epstein Files Transparency Act, efforts that were ultimately unsuccessful, the current Department of Justice and FBI administrations have decided that yes, they'll release some of the files, but no, they will not abide by the law, and they will instead execute a completely indefensible, obvious, and shameful cover-up. I'm going to try to make this video as streamlined as possible. This right here is the actual Epstein Files Transparency Act, which is relatively short and rather concise. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the essential component is that this document outlines an extremely limited scope of redactions, and even if those redactions are justified, they have to be explained to Congress and cut down as much as possible. No later than 30 days after this law was enacted, the files were supposed to be released. That day was December 19th, 2025, and yet December 19th has come and gone with only a tiny, minuscule fraction of the content coming out, and what they did reveal wasn't even actually revealed for the most part. There's a playbook here, okay? A tried and true, multi-stage, consistently reinforced playbook where the administration takes existing public and previously unredacted information, blacks out a bunch of the text, and then shows it to the world as if they're doing something totally transparent or new. Something that no previous administration ever came close to, as they like to say. It's embarrassing. And yet, even on December 19th, after an official law had been put on the books by Congress and begrudgingly signed by the president, because make no mistake, Trump fought tooth and
it was around when Edward Snowden thing happened. It was interesting everyone's takes on whether he was a hero or a traitor. Not thrilled with Ted Cruz. He broke the law and should be punished. Yeah, fuck that, dude. I'm not a huge Ted Cruz guy. I do not like Ted Cruz. He's a fucking absolute wienerman. Absolute wienerman. I think what Snowden did was great, but it didn't change anything. We all know about it now, and ain't no one doing a goddamn thing about it. Nothing's gonna fucking change. That was then. Can you imagine the level of technology they have now?
Nail against this bill every step of the way, right up until the point where he politically lost the battle and tried to save face by pretending he was always for it. Even after all of
like the shit, think about the shit we can do with like Grok or fucking ChatGPT or what we have access to for AI. Can you imagine what they are working with right now? Fucking insanity. Oops.
This is committed to transparency and redacting only what is legally required. The department is required by law to redact identifying information about the victims, minors, or potential victims, as well as privileged material. No redactions have been or will be made to protect famous individuals or politically exposed persons. End quote. The spirit and the letter of the law is abundantly clear, and yet if you look at the actual document release itself, what they have done is the furthest possible thing from it. These right here are 3 entirely separate sequential documents 6109, 6209, and 6309, totaling well over 250 pages, which have been completely redacted with not a single word visible across them. And that's even before we...
What is on that shit? Can you imagine what those pages contain? You imagine what they contain?
Talk about the 119-page grand jury indictment, which is also blacked out completely, despite a December 10th court order by a federal judge that the grand jury records be made public. What we got, legitimately, on December 19th, that is, what happened over subsequent days is my next point to make. That's like the next section of the video. What we got on December 19th violated the law, period. All right? The Trump administration once again obfuscated records, held back important information, and dodged the Epstein issue. But when tens of millions of people are scrutinizing all of your actions, when you've lost the support of Congress on the issue, even when that congressional body is majority controlled by your own party, and when the appointed leaders of your agencies are so relentlessly incompetent, as is true with the current administration, getting away with a cover-up this lazy and obvious becomes pretty much impossible. One day after the concrete deadline, perhaps as a result of overwhelming pressure, perhaps as a result of professional failure, not entirely sure, but regardless, one day after the precise deadline, then we get the grand jury documents. Still redacted, but at least fundamentally readable now. And yet, that's not the only thing that they chose to do. See, on December 19th, they made 4 different document sets public and allowed them to be downloaded, which people obviously did. I myself got them, I think, like 19 minutes after they went up. Hundreds of thousands of eyes began combing through all of these documents, many of them specifically seeking mention of Donald Trump, obviously, and yet there was basically nothing. Here and there, sure, a passing mention, but then people realized that 19 files had been removed after the fact. 164, 165, 167, 229, 384, 468, 656, 657, 1051, 1052, 1053, 1055, 1056, 1124, 1423, 1424, and then batch 1 LFP, DII, and LST, which are the text files that contain a complete list of the files in that batch. Most of these were photographs that include specific naked or suggestive paintings, all right? However, tucked away inside that batch of deleted files, people found this one, 468. It's a photo of a desk, and then inside the open drawer of that desk is another photo, this time of Donald Trump and 4 unknown young women. Confusingly, it seems like his crotch in that photo has been cut out of it, but whatever the reason may be, social media users immediately latched onto it because it's not a photo that we've seen before publicly. Speculation began, opinions swirled, but then gone. The photo disappeared alongside the others from the public database, as you can see in an archive right here. File 468.
So they're fucking putting the info out and then going back in when shit's getting called out and removing it after the fact. Like, what the fuck are we even doing here? The fuck are we even doing at this point?
And people justifiably went berserk. It's a bit difficult to cover the topic all in one sitting because there's a pre-existing knowledge base that you kind of need to have in order to fully understand, I guess. But the short version is that we know from FOIA requests, right, documents made public by the FBI, that they had something like 1,000 agents working almost $1 million worth of overtime, thousands and thousands of hours, specifically to redact Donald Trump from the files. And now one of the only tidbits of information relating to him in particular had been blatantly scrubbed as well, even so far as the raw text file lists from that specific batch, and that specific batch only. Looking at this objectively, it is a complete and total failure. They missed the legal deadline, obviously. They published a tiny fraction of what's actually required. Most of the files have not been made public yet, or possibly ever. We don't know what they'll delete or why or when. They heavily redacted almost everything, flagrantly violating the law and their own public statements, and then openly, right in front of everyone's faces, pulled down one of the only fragments or tidbits that showed Donald Trump in a photo of a photo in a desk drawer. That's about as on the nose as you can possibly get. Let me ask a question, though. What's the only thing they could realistically do to make it even worse after the fact? What's the only move they have left, which would make it even more obvious how badly they're trying to get away with an incompetent cover-up? Yes, that is correct. Once they get caught pulling the image down, despite absolutely no legal or justifiable reason to do so in the first place whatsoever, once they get caught taking it down, you put it back up again and pretend, oops, just an innocent mistake, because way too many people noticed what they did. That is exactly what happened. The file is now back. 468 is visible in the first dataset again, But that doesn't change the fact that we watched them panic, pull files, and the corresponding index lists as well. That's the incriminating part, in my opinion. Only to then put them back up when the entire world reacted and said, we just watched you do that. What the fuck are you doing? But there's a worse problem. Even if you take everything that the current administration says at face value, which you can't, obviously, but even if you did do that, the standing deflection of, we're just protecting the victims, falls apart immediately. The narrative they want you to believe is that all of these heavy-handed redactions, as in hundreds and hundreds of pages fully blacked out, only pertain to victim private information. But here, you can see a photograph of Bill Clinton and Michael Jackson with 3 redacted children. Just to be clear, Bill Clinton is heavily featured in a lot of these files and pictures. And I think that's the entire point, by the way. We need to remember that this is a tiny, minuscule, and extremely curated sample of the Epstein files that have been handpicked by the current DOJ for release. Of course they feature Bill Clinton, front and center. And just to be clear, that doesn't make him innocent. If there's any evidence whatsoever, I say lock him up for life. But they chose these files, so...
No, you don't lock him up for life. Penis guillotine. You give him a penis guillotine. Very simple.
Naturally, I think it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Naturally, they would heavily feature political enemies. Anyway, this photo of Bill Clinton, Diana Ross, and Michael Jackson isn't actually from the Epstein files. It's a public photo from a fundraiser a long time ago with Ross Jackson and their own children. Yet, the DOJ has included this and then redacted these children as if they were Epstein victims. No matter which way you look, it's total and complete incompetence, deception, or most likely a combination of both. According to Fox News directly, quote, the Justice Department redacted the names and identifiers of victims. Fox News Digital has learned that the same redaction standards were applied to politically exposed individuals and government officials, end quote. And whether or not you even believe that's true, it puts the largest conservative news network in the nation and their credibility in direct contradiction of what the current conservative administration has been saying. This is not a good situation for anyone involved. Supposedly, there's articles of impeachment being drafted against Attorney General Pam Bondi right now. Congress would use something called inherent contempt, which is a lot more difficult to get around in terms of pardons. But I honestly don't know if it has teeth to it, and even if it does, Pam Bondi is just a foot soldier. There's an entire political apparatus behind her that made this happen and used her to do it. And so without deep consequences for all of them, it's unlikely anything actually changes.
Nothing
a group
changes.
of Epstein
The machine
victims,
keeps
actually,
going.
in a joint statement right after the files were released, big air quotes around those words, openly condemned the entire thing because you can't have it both ways. You cannot simultaneously claim that Epstein never trafficked to other people, that there's no credible evidence of such whatsoever, and that if there were, you would immediately bring a case. But then at the very same time, expect people to believe that the Epstein case is such a hazard to national security that you have to black out hundreds and hundreds of consecutive pages fully and fight against the calls for public transparency like wild political animals. It cannot exist both ways. The entire thing is a circus of the darkest kind, so to speak. Just glancing at the now centralized Epstein Files hub, you immediately see that the first phase section is a bunch of previously available further redacted info showing nothing that was given to those conservative puppet moron influencers for a photo op a while ago. The BOP footage is riddled with errors, inconsistencies, and shows people coming and going who shouldn't exist or supposedly weren't there, with jump cuts and questions about evidence photos, layout, and file integrity. Plus, we already had all of that. The Maxwell Proffer segment is probably the worst part because it's just a transcript of her repeatedly lying, contradicting evidence photos, and then getting sent to a cushy facility with special treatment, despite being a twice perjured convicted sex criminal who doesn't actually qualify for that facility. She had to get a special waiver from the DOJ to be able to be sent there, which is insane. And lastly, the memoranda and correspondence section is all public shit we've seen before. Realistically, the only new documents in this whole thing are from Section 1, the Transparency Act, which they've now illegally flaunted and continue flaunting while redacting, deleting, or altering things in a way that should immediately result in prison time for a lot of people. That probably won't happen, but it should happen. Anyway, that's it. That's the current state of a shameful and continuing Epstein Files cover-up on display right now. It's probably going to go on for quite some time because they have so many hundreds of thousands of documents, and yet they're drip-feeding them out with a whole bunch of redactions after violating the law and missing the deadline. So I mean, it's just a continuing problem and just a total joke. I don't know. It's probably going to get worse in the coming days. I'll continue talking about it when, notable things happen. But for now, if you want to support the channel, there's links down below. Special VPN deal, locals and Patreon, etc., etc. But I'll cut it there and stop rambling. As always, thank you all for watching. Question everything, and have a nice night.
Thanks, UE. Oh, God, it's a giraffe. Don't let Rom in here. Don't let Rom in here. All right, we're going to take a look. That's enough Epstein for now. Hopefully we'll get some new information coming out in the next few days. Probably just more redacted bullshit that isn't going to change a goddamn thing. We're going to watch another UE here one. Another UE here one. Another UE one here. We're going to check this one out, and this is kind of going into what's going on with AI channels on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and what's going to pretty much happen.
I hate YouTube gurus so much. This guy copied my video word for word and is selling a course. How are people like him real? Romero.
My name is Romero, and I accidentally became a YouTube automation guru. So what's the secret to succeed on YouTube? I want to build an online business. Yes, you can succeed on YouTube doing that. One video completely changed my life.
I want to start with a definition because YouTube slop is a very, very flexible term. For some people, any sort of opinion or commentary they simply don't agree with is slop. Others believe it has to do with minimal effort, like reactions. But for the sake of clarity right now, my definition is that AI-generated content, commonly referred to as automated faceless channels by the slop gurus, that is the real sewage of YouTube. And yet with each passing day, much like real sewage, I guess, there's more and more and more of it. Except, hilariously, the slop tubers are now cannibalizing each other. And when I really sat down to think about it, that's actually the end stage.
They absolutely are too. If you go on TikTok, let's say for instance, sorry, I'm tired of shit today. Say for instance, if you guys have seen the Bob Ross AIs over there, either Bob Ross or Mr. Rogers or MLK or stuff like that, the minute one comes out and does well, every other single AI slop channel follows suit. They all make the exact same type of video, just slightly modify it, and every channel has the same goddamn thing.
Get rich quick scheme overall. Because the people who want to do it, and especially the people who are preying on them, don't actually know how to do anything else. By the way, I'm actually late to this topic by a mile this time because the whole thing already made rounds and got covered by Moist Critical, among others. But the angle I want to focus on is not plagiarism, because I honestly don't care in the slightest that these people plagiarize from each other. The angle I want to focus on is that they're a giant human centipede of content creation where if the dollar hits the pavement, they'll eat each other. Let's take a look at the quintessential automation guru, as they say, to understand what the formula is. Meet Carl Faceless. Carl is very vocal about how much money he makes, something you can see plastered all across his channel with incredible thumbnails showcasing hundreds of thousands of dollars on the analytics dashboard, with titles like, "These 3 new faceless YouTube niches are blowing up," or even more on the nose, "I made 300,000 views with one AI brain rot video, copy this." According to Carl, YouTube isn't luck, it's science, and you can make all of the money, if you want to, with his faceless automation systems. It's a compelling argument, genuinely. People are desperate these days. Prices are tough, times are hard. Others are lazy, they want money for free with little effort, and the visual claims as well as the explicit claims that Carl makes in the videos are very appealing. Just one problem. If you look at the thumbnails, you'd think he's making hundreds of thousands of dollars with these channels. If you listen and actually watch those videos, you start seeing it's more like tens of thousands maybe. But then if you start digging just a little bit deeper, you find out he just keeps reusing the same income screenshots. That wouldn't necessarily matter, except he's reusing them as the proof all across his brand new insane niches type claims. Here's one from July. 3 brand new faceless YouTube niches making money in 2025 with proof, okay? Showcasing about $7,000 total. But then here's another one from just 3 weeks ago. 5 new insane YouTube niches that are blowing up, copy them with the exact same proof. You can't exactly make the same money twice from different topics several months apart, can you? Dissect the overall content, even partially, and you rapidly find that the entire thing is a house of...
Oh, for fucking 600,000 fucking views. That's a lot of fucking money, man. It's a lot of money. I could survive a month off of that. Are you kidding me?
At one point, Carl certainly has made money on YouTube. He actually made quite a lot of it compared to the typical rock bottom average, but he certainly isn't making tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars every couple of weeks, at least not from faceless YouTube channels. See, on the side, even though it's not on the side, it's actually the main business model for these con men, parallel to the barrage of, I make tens of thousands per month on YouTube with AI channels, all those claims, he sells courses on school.com. Here's the page. And what you immediately see is that he has almost 600 members, each paying $50 per month. That's well over $25,000 every 4 weeks from students who believed the claims about going viral on YouTube and making a lot of money, because that's where the actual money is. YouTube gurus aren't successful because of their AI channels, even if they've done comparatively well with some of those channels at times. They're successful because of their courses and the subsequent propensity for desperate people to fork over money, hoping that the course will actually change their life or do what they claim. That is the secret sauce, okay? That is the primary business model. Well, seeing as I hate that type of person, today is a very happy day, because if I'm right about this, which I think I am, we've witnessed a first-hand example of exactly why and how the entire community of get-rich-quick AI slop tube gurus eventually devolves into pure chaos. Let's meet our next character, Romero. This guy's a pretty big step up from Carl, and if you look at his school.com classes, you'll see 1,600 members at $37 per month. That's $720,000 per year, just from classes. And believe it or not, that number has only gone down recently. Back in October, it was 2.2 thousand, which is over $80,000 per month, but with the title of king come the problems. In a rapidly viral social media post, Romero took to Twitter and proclaimed his hate for YouTube gurus, his anger that someone had copied him, and he put out a video showcasing that yes, another channel had one-to-one ripped off his content. He actually deleted the post now, right as I was making this video, but I archived pretty much everything, so no matter. Let's have a guess at what type of channel stole his content, shall we? That's right, it was this guy, who specifically does the exact same thing as Romero. This one's a little bit more isolated. He has his own website, so we don't get stats directly, but he's supposedly offering $4,000 worth of tutorial content for YouTube All-Stars for just one easy payment of $497. What a bargain. Except if history is any sort of guide, he probably stole that too. And he's not alone. Here's Danny Y, probably towards the end of the Guru Human Centipede on YouTube, who also copied the video. And this time he has 124 students at almost $100 per month. That's well over 6 figures a year, just from spamming about how much money you make. Whether or not it's true is entirely secondary.
Fucking insane.
And then raking in revenue from desperate people. Awesome, guys. Well done. It is absolutely hilarious to me that a person like Romero is angry because people
you see so many channels do this shit. I kind of fell into the trap of not believing the shit, but like, this is how you fix your channel. This is what you do to make your channel grow. And like, there's so many guys that do this. And there are some that do it to get themselves started. They make a channel, they make how to grow your channel type videos. They get a ton of people in there, and then they change the whole tune of the channel to whatever they wanted to do. And if everyone leaves, okay. If not, if a bunch stick around, then you're still good. Simple as. This is like steps beyond that. This is even fucking worse.
stole his content. And do you want to know why that is? Because Romero, with absolutely no hyperbole here whatsoever, Romero instructs people to quite literally find popular videos on YouTube, copy their script word for word, as in scrape the script out of the platform, paste it into ChatGPT, get it tweaked, and then post it on their own channel. He makes many, many hundreds of thousands of dollars from students, teaching them to steal other people's content that they spent a tremendous amount of hardworking time to make. And he does the very same thing when it comes to news articles as well.
So the first thing we're going to do is go on Google and search up Hawaii real estate market crashing. From here, we're going to click on news, and then we're going to see a bunch of articles. So what we're going to do is just copy the entire article, and we're going to paste it on a blank Google Doc. Once you do that, you want to click on File there at the top left, hover over Download, and download it as a PDF document. So once we do that, we could just open another Google Doc, go to the second article. You know, we want to get like 2 or 3. We're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to copy the entire thing. We're going to paste it on a blank Google Doc, File, Download, PDF. So cool, that's pretty much it. Now the next thing is giving all of this information that we just downloaded and giving it to a ChatGPT prompt. Now the script prompt that I use for Roof Report is going to be posted on my school community. So if you want that prompt, you can go ahead and click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Listen man, I'm already giving out a lot for free, all right? Let me have something, let me gatekeep something. So we're just going to copy the entire prompt. We're gonna go on ChatGPT, and then we're going to paste it with the 3 PDFs of the news article. So again, if you don't know, you just click the little download icon here at the top right of your Google profile, and then you'll see them here. Just click and drag onto the chat box. Literally, that's it. So cool, once that's done, we can
This is what I'm competing against, by the way.
And there we go. ChatGPT is writing the entire script for us. But I still review it. It's a lot of research still, you know? I think my videos are so good, you can't even tell they're made with AI.
These people are a joke, but the best part about all of it is that they hate each other.
We're watching about the levels of slop tubing and how basically these guys are utilizing guru type courses on YouTube to make money, and these are the guys that get all the views. This is literally the slop type content that the rest of us are competing against. We just watched a bunch of stuff on the Epstein stuff, all still just a fucking nothing burger. There's a huge drop of files today. Nothing ever happens. Nothing will ever happen. How's your day going, Rob? What's up with you? There was a giraffe on screen recently. Yeah. That's the thing, Buck. Is like people can sense the fucking realness. I use AI. The only thing I use AI for on my channels is thumbnails. I make my thumbnails with AI, like all the stuff with the lions, or like the cartoon versions of me. That's all AI. That's all I do. I don't write scripts with AI. I don't utilize AI for any of it. I just boop, shit out of the thumbnail, and that's about it. Copy paste myself onto it. Exactly. You can't create Norm. We need to watch some more Norm tonight. We need to break the mood, get some more Norm going. Fucking Norm's so great.
Just as much as I hate them for doing it. After the first guy posted his content and it trickled down the chain, resulting in a moist critical response eventually, these absolute... Okay, let me stop there. I don't have anything nice to say. These gurus, right? Gurus. All made responses. AI is not actually bad, yada yada. But this guy, Danny Y, goes on this monologue about how he's sorry and he'll take the video down. He apologizes profusely and he knows how it feels, as in it feels bad and he doesn't like it, because he made some sort of viral YouTube thumbnail template at some point, and now everybody copies it from him. It's basically just him with this whole like get monetized turbo clickbait, where he points at the dashboard with his finger with like a green number, and it's just completely fake stats. Okay. Like it's not just clickbait. It's a lie in the thumbnail. But wait a second, because
it's a lie inside of a clickbait.
Carl, little
fucking shitbird
from
inception.
The very beginning of the video. Yeah. Carl is one of the people who now steals that thumbnail. We've come full circle back around. They all hate each other for stealing ideas and content, while they teach thousands and thousands of people, and get rich in the process, I might add, with an entire education course about how to fucking steal ideas and content. They don't like it when their own goddamn peers use the same.
I just want to get to the point where people want to
steal.
They're
fine
my
making
content,
$500,000 from
that means you're
desperate
doing
people while
good.
misleading them into believing that they can make unrealistic amounts on YouTube with like straight up lies in the thumbnails, and directly advising them to go scrape scripts out of videos and steal the very same way that they steal from each other, which they hate and complain about. These people, oh my god!
Yui's voice is fucking cracking. This dude's so fucking bad. I get it too. I get it, man. Yui's the man. He puts in the work. He does the research. Rom's right. Yui is late to the show on a lot of fucking things, but he is really, really good at research.
Get any lower in the YouTube barrel compared to these guys. It's one thing to draw inspiration. That is a real thing. It happens. People do it. I've done it. Everybody does it. But scraping the literal script out of videos and pasting it into ChatGPT so that you can shit out an AI clone.
The fact that they're taking the script from people's videos and copy pasting it into the AI is probably the scummiest shit I've ever heard of.
Is absolutely indefensible. In my opinion, they should be shamed by the entire audience. Their channels should be deleted, every single one of them, and their customers, students, I guess, should file credit card chargebacks. What you have is a YouTube human centipede situation. If you don't know what that is, do not look it up. It's horribly disgusting. But the PG version is that there's a chain of people eating each other's content and shitting out something worse, where the second and third and fourth people in the chain are turning to all the ones behind them and saying, actually, you guys, I'm in the proper position. What I do is fine. Except they all do the exact same thing. Ultimately, they're competing with each other as they make the entire platform worse for everyone. But there's a limited amount of space when you factor in the exponential replication of AI content. Original videos take time, they take effort, they take creativity above all things.
They do.
But these people can just copy and paste, like Control C, Control V.
Oh my
which
God,
means
look at this. I
eventually the
spilled water
sewage
all over myself.
bubbles
What
over
a
into the
fucking
street.
dummy.
These people eat each other when their own techniques are used against them. And as time goes on and they continue destroying the ecosystem, that problem is only going to get worse for them. Check this out. Perfect example. World War II, AI slop. Here's some more. And more. And more. With a million other channels behind them just like it. Half the content here isn't even true. It's just completely fabricated. But these people don't care. They're doing what the guru told them to do. And the end result is that they make nothing. The guru gets rich in the process and attacks all the other gurus because they're stealing from everyone, including each other. Actually, what do you even call it when the creators who steal content are stealing the content about how to steal the content from each other? It's like an Abbott and Costello sketch. Anyway, none of these people deserve sympathy. Literally no one should care if they plagiarize from each other, and the entire platform would be exponentially better off if they stopped existing. That's it. If you want to support actual human content, links down below. Special VPN deal, locals and Patreon, channel memberships, etc., etc. As always, thank you all for watching. Question everything, and have a nice night.
Thanks, Yui. Oh, it's a giraffe. Run, giraffe. Rom is here. Run. Yeah, so another look at slop tubing as a whole. What we got? We can look at some Norm again. We can get some laughs in. We can do some comedy stuff. We can look at Homestead's got a good video I gotta watch. I don't really care about watching this steak and butter gal one, the insulin resistance stuff. 25 minutes of information that really doesn't pertain to me. If you guys do want to watch it, this CoffeeZilla one looks really, really good too. Just exposing the scams. Exposing the scams. Let's get rid of steak and butter gal. And do...
This year, he says he's only going to eat meat that he's actually killed. And I was wondering, what are you adhering to
I'm
lately?
a vegetarian, a strict vegetarian.
No, have you done that?
Well, I eat chicken.
That's not all
That's not vegetarian.
I'm not. I said I'm not strict. I eat chicken and
steaks.
Beef. I ate raw game. Did you ever eat? It's not.
Hey, slop is getting crazy. Field and Stream, the long-running Outdoorsman magazine post quadriplegic killed in hunting deer now. Totally boomer AI slop takeover. Yeah, dude, the boomers are falling for it super, super hard. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that because my parents just avoid. My parents don't have Facebook. They don't have anything. I mean, they still fall for the fucking generic mainstream media bullshit, but it's bad. Oh, Benny's a giraffe man too. God damn, man. Y'all a bunch of giraffe-eating motherfuckers. Every single one of you.
Dead yet.
No, you're
and
over
you
there.
eat it, and as you're eating it, their death throes are making you hungrier.
There's nothing.
That's better than a soybean.
Yeah, you're right, Master.
Which sounds better, that or soybean?
Listen.
According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat. This week on Larry King Live, Marlon Brando made the shocking statement that Hollywood is, quote, run by Jews. In response, outraged Jewish organizations made it snow in New York in April. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Dude, yeah, I'm going to use that exact line, dude, on my doctor. Your cholesterol's up. Well, I don't know how this happened. I'm a vegan. I slip up and eat chicken sometimes. Beef, pork, and eggs, and dairy. But I don't touch carbs, madam. I don't touch carbs. Actually, I had a fun day at the dispensary today. I went to get some edibles. I tracked down some really nice edibles, carb-free, sugar-free. Here's Thomas Massey, 2014 IPAC. That's where I met him in person, 810, 815, where he says, I sat in the front row. He pointed to us, the 5 people that gave the tour of the Capitol. Oh, maybe we'll check that out after this. Oh, Christ, this is like 40 minutes long. We're going to be on this for a while. Again, I'm only going till 7 o'clock tonight. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to be at the hospital at 6 a.m. fucking flat. This may not Norm funny, but pretty funny. We'll check it out after this, Buck. We'll check it out after this. We might not watch this whole thing. We'll get a few skits in here and we'll bounce around a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a little
darling.
too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I
to
don't
talk
want to get
about
into
this.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up. Shut up. Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't
That
shut
was a
up.
matter of public record.
You've admitted that you're lazy. I think you've read 6 books in your life.
I've read 6.
6. What kind of a woman would be attracted to you, do you think?
Well, I have a lot of money. Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Oh, 9/11. Yeah, don't laugh at 9/11 again. 9/11. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada. Here we see the president and the first bitch.
Correct.
Hey, slow down, you bitch. Let me catch up.
Well, it's too much Norm, nothing wrong with
the
that.
honor of performing here tonight, one thought crossed my mind, and that was, please, God, don't let me bomb in front of the president. But I'm not worried. What the hell do I care? You know, I worked on all my jokes. I got a lot of help from my joke writer, Don Imus. He was helped me a lot. Are you familiar? You know this guy? He's a funny guy. He wrote some jokes. Anyways, the dinner was great. You enjoyed the dinner? We had some salmon. Yeah, it was delicious. It was great, and I thought it was refreshing to see Democrats serve something other than subpoenas for a change. I thought that was nice, you know? I'll be doing some jokes later. I just thought I'd...
Well, one time I was on his other show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and it was Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, so the questions are a little easier.
Yeah, you won.
I heard they didn't give you the money. Yeah. No, they give it to a charity. They don't tell you.
That's
No, they give it to sick children. Yeah, that's nice. They need money too.
Are you drunk? Because all you did was ride a cooler in your
giraffe hunt. Hold on, let me see here. Rob, I was thinking about this yesterday. If you ever go on you ever go to the Arctic, this is going to be... That's what happens when Rom goes to the Arctic, man. None of the seals are going to be safe. None of them are going to be safe.
Sweating. I am. Well, it's hot it's hotter than a $2
Well, he's
pistol
got like
in here.
12 layers on.
Yeah,
I think.
thought it was going to be really cold.
Well, you're from Canada. This should be like this should be springtime for you.
No, I know I'm from Canada, but you know I'm still a human being. Like it's not like we evolved differently.
But would you club them?
Yeah, no, I'm from the frozen north.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets colder than It gets colder than a...
here it comes. Get your finger on the panic button.
No, it gets colder than a vampire's demeanor.
Okay, that's better. Wow. Surprisingly cerebral.
What do you guys
It doesn't surprise me. Probably, I mean, realistically, the cost of the hunt itself over there probably isn't anything. I mean, it's probably just pennies, you know what I mean? It's just the cost of getting over there. It's the expensive part, I'm sure. Oh, I'm going to change my shirt. I spilt water all over myself. I'm going to pour in sweat here. Give me 1 second. Dooba-dooba-doop. Dooba-dooba-doop. Ba-doop-ba-doop-boo. All right, much better. Now I don't look like a slob with water all over me. It's not like a pro Fortnite player. It's literally just my keyboard. It's just my keyboard. It's because it's a mechanical one. It makes so much noise when you're typing on this thing. The rifle is illegal, sure. They do it because they're a menace to the local wildlife populations. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
By the talented trio called the Lonely Island.
Yeah,
who
you know
will be
what I
on the
call
big.
them?
What do you call them?
I call him Sandberg and the other couple of fellows.
The Mind Squad
The
is
other
how Rolling Stone put it.
The Iron Horse of broadcasting.
It's iron. You don't pronounce it iron.
That's what everybody tells me.
It's the iron horse. Like
Iron.
Lou Gehrig was the iron horse of baseball.
Yes.
The word I-R-O-N is iron. No, iron.
Iron.
That's what makes English the world's toughest language.
Yeah.
You know, right? Sure.
It is the
Because
toughest
it's the toughest language
To
to
me,
learn.
it's the easiest.
Yeah, well, you were born with it.
In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that.
You know about this girl? She's mad at you. She was on the Greg Fitzsimmons show. Did you hear anything about this?
I know Greg Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Greg does a show for us, and Greg was interviewing some girl, and she was going off.
I know who it is.
What's the girl's name?
You know, me and Norm have worked with her before. That's why he's going to laugh when I say the name. Laura Keitling. Hates your guts.
Did you know she hates you?
No.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
All right, hold on.
By the way, can I interrupt your old friend Norm Macdonald?
He's not a fan.
Right? Well, I was just using it loosely.
Now you had a reaction just
not a
now to
friend
Norm
at all.
Macdonald. Not a friend, not a fan.
You worked with him, though.
Mm-hmm.
At Saturday Night Live.
Roseanne.
No, I missed him at Roseanne. Well, I came in and he was supposed to be the my guide through SNL, and it turned out that.
Well, I mean, I barely remember Laura from the show, except for her hit characters, obviously.
I don't even know who she is.
But
She's very
she
talented.
makes Morweena Banks look like Gilda Radner. But no.
You had a look of surprise on your face, even when this woman said, well, you know, Norm was supposed to be my guide through Saturday Night Live.
Guide?
Did anyone inform you that you were her guide?
No.
There was no such mentoring program at Saturday Night Live, was it?
No, she came in directly after me, so I wouldn't be her...
mentor?
Yeah, I'm not going to guide any lady through comedy. That would take me, first of all, I'd have to figure out how a lady could do comedy. And then I'd have to... The new people, hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. What? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman, hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But
Except dudes.
And people had very strong opinions on the election. You know, some people had very strong opinions one way, and other people had strong opinions the other way. And I didn't have any opinions at all. I don't have really any opinions on anything. Like, you ever watch the CNN, and they'll have the polls, you know, and it'll be like, what do you think about embryonic stem cell research? And then it'll be like, see, there you go. It'll be like 52% yes, 46% no, 6% I don't know. See? And that's me. I don't know. Oh. So I phone up the CNN, you know, and I go, hey, listen, is this the TV? Yeah, that question you asked about the embryonic stem cell research? I don't know. And there's Charles Woodson. How about that? Huh? What a season he had. Great, man. He became the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy. And congratulations, Charles. That is something that no one can ever take away from you. Unless you kill your wife and a waiter, in which case... all bets are off. Just a word of advice.
How's life on the road? I got a kid.
You have a kid?
Yeah, man, when you have a little baby, like, I guess I never loved anybody before, you know? And when I had the baby, it was like, oh my God, like, you have all this love and you feel like so incredible, you know? And like, single guys can't understand it. Like, so I'd be telling them, I go, this is like the most unbelievable feeling you'll ever have in your life, you know? And they'll go, like, is it like crystal meth? And I'm like, he's brilliant, Byron Allen. He had that Comics Unleashed. You ever do that? Oh, you couldn't be more leashed.
There's nothing. It's not like there's nothing unleashed about it. It's not like you would have like Lenny Bruce on and like.
And he has no segue. So this is what he said to John Lovitz one time. He said, he just turned to him from, you know, he's talking to Schimmel, and then he goes to John Lovitz. He goes, now, John, I understand you're growing older. This is my promise to the people of the Video Podcast Network world.
The OJ references are great.
I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
The weirdest show I ever see, the dating game? That's a weird show. The prize on the dating game, another contestant. Talk about cheap, you know, they chuck you somebody else. And they always do the same thing on the dating game. They get a beautiful girl, match her up with 3 big geeks, you know? Last week they had a guy, I was like a crazy guy, loony bin, psycho,
That's gotta be like the
crazy
fucking
guy.
late 80s.
You can tell by the way they introduce him, you know, they go, bachelor number 2 is a shadowy, lurking character. From no fixed address, please welcome. Guy comes shambling into the studio, well-thumbed copy of Catcher in the Rye sticking out of his back pocket area. And then they made the girls ask those questions. They always be laced with sexual innuendo, you know. Girl got to go, bachelor number 2.
He could have been more than like 19, 20 years old right there.
What would you do to me then? What? That's what it says on the card here, something about a popsicle. And then the guy goes, well, if you're a popsicle, huh? Well, first of all, I guess I'd take your wrapper off. If you know what I mean. Then I'd grab a hold of your sticks. If you know what I mean. Then I'd press you against the counter till you're broken too. Put half in the freezer till later. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm getting at there?
Dude, he's giving off crazy marionette vibes right there. Like, is anyone else feeling that? He doesn't even look like a real human being. He just looks like a marionette. Took him a while to get it. All right, we'll look that one up.
What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Why would I say that? I'm deeply closeted.
No, but that means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy.
Oh, this book will reveal much. Watch new episodes of Larry King Now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on...
Larry King is wild, man. They just had a skeleton sitting there running the show forever. Was because he fought cancer. Yeah, dude. I think that whole time, like that podcast with Nick Swartzen, I think he was dealing... that Nick Swartzen was on, Larry King was on, he had the co-host. I'm pretty sure he was dealing with the cancer that whole time. He did, his battle with cancer was completely silent too. I don't think he ever came out and said he had cancer that whole time, did he? I don't think he did.
I'm a bit of a history buff, which, by the way, that is early onset Republican. That's it's a very serious warning sign. If you're a white dude in your 20s and 30s and you're like, I can't stop reading about World War II, it's coming, bro. You might not be Republican right now. You might be young and cool and liberal. Probably think you're safe, dude. You're not. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. You think your dad wanted to be Republican? You think he got out of high school and he was like, all right, now it's time to be a prick about everything. No, dude, it takes time. I'm a bit of a history buff.
Shane Gillis is fucking amazing, too. All right, let's see if we can find Bucky.
Thank you. I don't usually title my speeches. I've never done that before, but I'm going to title this one. They asked me to talk about food freedom, but I can't help talking about... And then...
that one. No, it could have been that one. We'll have to find that one another time. Which one, Shane Gillis or Norm, Buggy? Gillis is great, man. Gillis is one of my new favorites. All right, let's look at Homestead House video. I want to see what's going on with this quick.
I've eaten over 500 meatballs as a carnivore, and my amazing wife Jen has prepared over 500 meatballs. We're a family of 6 eating a proper human diet. I'm down 100 pounds since my heaviest, overcame depression, anxiety, arthritis, reversed my congestive heart failure. I'm off all my medications.
810, that's what I was looking at, I thought.
So they had the Brady campaign, the mayor of D.C., I went and sat in the front row. And then halfway through the press conference, I had to go vote, and the cameras followed me out.
Yeah, I was skimming it. It never pans to the audience. That whole time frame is just him standing there talking. That was right video at 8:10.
I went and sat in the front row. And then halfway through the press conference, I had to go.
This I do not know.
I don't need any of those pills anymore. And meatballs are incredible. Meatballs are underrated. And meatballs can be screwed up if you don't know what you're doing. We have stumbled our way through iteration, practice, and refinements to what I believe is the world's perfect meatball. And in today's video, we are going to show you exactly, precisely, how to make an inexpensive, delicious, fantastic carnivore meal from meatballs and how to do it properly. I've said this before, I think the #1 meal on carnivore is the world famous Power Bowl, and I stand behind that. It's delicious, it's incredible, and it's inexpensive. This is the second.
Yeah, they do, dude.
Ribeye tastes incredible,
so
but
good.
it's like $30 a pound. Fantastic blue cheese crumble meatball made with the proper proportion of pork and beef and the proper proportion of fat is one of the best things in the world, and it's inexpensive too. We're going to show you how to do all of that. It's true. I have consumed over 500 meatballs on carnivore. Jen, what would you say in the last 2-3 months? I got a little bit of a problem. This is no exaggeration. If you watch our YouTube channel, Jen and I did a video 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, where we meal prepped 140 meatballs. Well, our family ate 40 of those meatballs, and the remaining 100, Jen put in the freezer. What happened with that, Jen?
Oh, you just went in and took them out.
Not so long ago, Jen said, what happened to all the meatballs?
Dude, that's just the story of being a wife to a carnivore, man. My wife does it all the time. I made all this shit and I put it in the fridge. Just go have some of that. No, I ate it yesterday. In the freezer. And then she said to me, what happened to the 100 meatballs in the freezer? And that's when I realized that I ate all 100 of those meatballs. You can bake them, you can fry them, you can air fry them. You can put them on a cast iron skillet. You can cook them in the oven. Meatballs, a million different ways. The point of this video is to save you all of that time. And we're gonna show you in this very video, the best permutation, combination, recipe. Give me this camera. When I say the perfected method, she is the meatball queen. All right, I'm gonna take you on a meatball masterclass after cooking and preparing hundreds of meatballs. Let's save this
We have
real
come
quick.
up with the best recipe, and I'm gonna show you how and why. So first off, we started with just basic meatballs from 100% ground beef. We used 70-30 in terms of fat because we wanted to get the most fat we can, and that's the highest you can get in ground beef. However, we learned afterwards that although fat is so important for carnivores, doesn't make a lot of sense with meatballs. Most of that fat renders out, turns into liquid, and ends up in the pan or in the frying pan, or depending on where you cook it. We're going to talk about that in a second as well. So one thing we learned early is you don't need the fattiest ground beef. Then we tried pork. Believe it or not, we tried pork meatballs, and they're decent.
Cheese,
they're not bad if you don't overcook them. Reminds you of an Italian restaurant. Then, as insane as it sounds, we tried 100% ground turkey meatballs. That was because my wife loves turkey. I'm not a big fan. This was horrible, and it was too dry. But we kept experimenting, and we said, let's try a meatball with a third beef, a third turkey, and a third pork. That was pretty good, but still, the turkey wasn't great. Years ago, one of my first jobs before selling steaks door to door, true story by the way, was working at an Italian restaurant. And I remember when we used to make meatballs, we would do a mix of ground beef and pork. And so that's what we did here. We did 50% ground beef, 50% pork, and one cracked egg in there to hold it all together. This was good. This was a lot better, in my opinion, than just the ground beef. But it was still a little bit much with the pork, and the pork can dry out. So we modified once more, iteration number 47, probably, and we did 70% beef to 30% pork, and this was by far the best combination yet. So we've locked in the ratio of meat types, 70% beef, 30% pork, and don't get the fattiest ground beef. I mean, you can, it's just, you're gonna have to empty your cast iron skillet or your cookie sheet or your air fryer, depending on how you cook it. It's going to fill up with a lot of that fat. It's going to be too much. All right, next up.
See, that's what I'm curious. Like shredded cheese and shit like that, I don't think I'm going to be able to go back to, but nice chunky blue cheese, like I think blue cheese hopefully can be okay. I can survive without the other cheeses. If I can have blue cheese and like some hard cheeses, that would be absolutely fine. I can live like that.
You don't want just plain meatballs with just beef and pork, do we? no, we want to fancy this up a little bit. So we went down the rabbit hole with this. It was kind of a fun family day. Everyone made their own meatballs. And so before we continue our meatball masterclass, huge shout out to today's sponsor, Beast Mode Soap, grass-fed beef tallow unscented soap. This stuff is super clean. I have been using it for over a year now. I stand by it. I love it. Before using this, I'd go to the grocery store. I'd spend a couple dollars on some cheap grocery store soap that had all sorts of chemicals and ingredients in it. What you put on your body ends up in your bloodstream. And I only want to put good things into my body, and that is why I use Beast Mode Soap. This comes in 4 different types. They're all incredible. Special offer, link in the description below. Now back to today's video on meatballs. We did 70% beef, 30% pork. That's what we did from here on out. That was the best mixture. So I won't talk about that again. But what sort of options did we add? Well, we tried a cheddar meatball, and that's pretty darn good.
I'm so small, man.
We tried blue cheese by itself.
Most of them won't even, I'm telling you, Buck, most of them won't even give you an affiliate link. To even have an affiliate link and get a discount code, they won't even take people under like 5,000 subscribers anymore. All of them have, so they realized how easy it was to advertise through YouTube and stuff like that, and just, man, they just won't take small channels anymore. I just want Champ to get back to me. That's all I care about. That's all I care about.
Then we tried bacon. Incredible. Now, the trick with the bacon is we cut it up in advance. We cook it in the air fryer, and you don't cook it all the way till it's crispy because it's still going to cook when you put it in the raw meat and then cook the meatball. Then we tried a Parm cheese meatball. Pretty good as well. And then feta. Then we started mixing them together. We did a cheese lovers meatball, and that was pretty good. But after a lot of experimenting, my favorite meatball, well, stay tuned. I'll show you in a second, because here's what the plain meatball looked like, right? Just beef and pork. Here's what the cheddar meatball looked like. And you can dice the cheddar into cubes, or you can shred it. We kind of like the cubes better because they hold up a little bit better in terms of just completely melting away into liquid.
Yeah, you got to go cubes.
Feta was pretty good. I'm a big fan of feta, and I was thinking, you know, if you did feta with pork, it might be even better. So maybe 50% pork, 50% beef feta. You can experiment. You can do whatever you want. This right here was the winner by far. 70% beef, 30% pork, bacon with blue cheese crumble. Absolutely incredible. This is my favorite meatball. And like I said, we did every variation. But before you turn this off and say, I'm going to go make some bacon, blue cheese crumble meatballs with 70% beef, 30% pork, there's more. Oh, there's more. There's a very important thing we learned. Meatball size, right? What meatball masterclass would this be if we didn't talk about meatball size? Now, you see the meatball on the screen here. This was our first batch. Bigger is better. We were doing our meatballs just a little bit smaller than a tennis ball. And they were good. They were really good. We cooked this first batch in the oven.
Meatballs.
But something was happening. And I'm going to see if you guys notice this when I show you the next one. We decided to try, let's do a smaller meatball.
Yeah, you gotta go smaller.
Let's do one and just see what happens around the size of a golf ball instead of the size of a little bit smaller than a tennis ball. Now, I want you guys to look closely at those two meatballs. What do you see the difference is other than the size? Cue the Jeopardy music right now. What you will notice is that smaller meatball on the bottom is caramelized. It's got that nice brown crust on it. Oh my goodness, that makes it fantastic. I started researching this more, and I heard of this term before, and I mispronounced it before. I'll probably mispronounce it now, but the term is Maillard reaction. And we get this Maillard reaction when we cook our ground beef. When you cook your ground beef, you can get it so that it's cooked and it's no longer pink, but it's kind of just gray and rubbery. It's cooked. You can take it to the next step further and get a little crustification on it, a little caramelization on it. Almost so it's like a smash burger. You get a little browning on it. And that is what is known in the industry as the Maillard reaction. And I learned this the hard way, but when we were doing the larger meatballs, you have a larger sort of density, right? There is more meat in the internal of the larger meatball than there is in the smaller one. And therefore, it takes longer to cook. And therefore, it takes longer for it to hit the Maillard reaction. And so we were drying out the larger, almost tennis ball sized meatballs
By the time we were trying to get that browning action on the outside, you'd end up drying out the inside. And so for those reasons, after testing even more, we concluded that right around a golf ball sized meatball is perfect. You get the Maillard reaction, you don't overcook the meatball in the middle, and it ends up coming out just incredible. Nice and tender and juicy, and it's not dried out in the center. Maillard reaction on the outside. You get little creamy bites of that blue cheese mixed with the crunchy, salty bacon, and it is the best meatball in the world. It is the best meatball in the world. I've done videos before. I did one recently saying
I want
the
these
best
so bad.
carnivore
Fuck
meal
Lion
in the world and the
Diet,
cheapest.
dude.
And that
Fuck
was my
Lion
world famous
Diet.
Power
I want to
Bowl.
go back to
And I stand behind that. This is a close second. This, in my opinion, is the second best carnivore food in the world, and also the cheapest. We're talking about ground beef. We're talking about cheese. And we are talking about not steaks and ribeyes and expensive cuts of meats that you can pay $80 for a steak. These meatballs, when we did 140 of them and we prepped them, we got a sale, a 10-pound tube of ground beef. And we were looking at less than 77 cents a meatball. And those were for tennis ball sized meatballs. 2 of those were a meal for most of my family. I would eat 3 myself. But even at 3, what is that, 7.42?
All right, gentlemen, I know I'm going to make it through. I'll make it through. 67 more days. Staying tough. All right, I'm going to take 5 minutes quick. The dog is crying to go out. I got to go put my dinner away quick, and I got to call the wife to wake her up. We'll get some jams going, and I will be right back. All right. Asmongold fan uncensors Epstein. It was posted half hour ago. Seems legit. See more videos on it unless those are already fake. Let's finish our meatball thing quick, and then we'll do that. These meatballs are very entertaining. That was a good song that was just playing. I've never heard that one before.
You're at under $2.50 for 3 tennis ball size meatballs. So carnivore meatballs are incredible. They're easy to meal prep. Make up 100 of them. You don't have to do 100. You don't have to go crazy, but you can make up a whole bunch of them. It can be a fun cooking adventure with your family because you can say, hey, kids, go grab the options that you like. So I know my girls, they love cheddar cheese. Not a big fan. I love blue cheese. They don't really like it too much. They all love bacon though. So you can mix and match and you can make your own recipe. Carnivore meatballs are incredible. Now, how do you cook the carnivore meatballs? You can do it many, many different ways. For us, I'm going to give you the quick 2 that did the best for us. Number 1, in the oven. And we have this dish. I'll show you on the screen here. It is an enameled cast iron skillet. They have a fancy version called the La Crusette. I think those are hundreds of dollars. We have a cheap version we bought on Amazon. That works great. We've done it on cookie sheets as well, but you got to watch the drippings because you will get drippings. You'll have to empty some of that out halfway in between. Otherwise, my favorite, which I just tested out in this last video Jen and I did, was the cast iron skillet with a generous helping, a bath, I should say, of beef tallow. I put a bunch of beef tallow in there, and it was like a partial deep fry on the golf ball sized meatballs. That was my best, by far. It's kind of a pain. It's kind of messy. It's not a million times better than just doing it in the oven, but if you have some chance and you really want to take it to the next level, those are next level meatballs. But in the oven is usually our go-to, and then we freeze up whatever leftovers we have, and then you just take them out of the freezer the night before, and you could chuck them in the air fryer. That's what I do. And just don't overcook them the first time. So if you dry them out, you completely overcook them, and then you freeze them, and then you got to put them in the air fryer again. You're kind of cooking them twice. I've eaten them cold too, and it sounds gross, but I don't care. The bacon blue cheese crumble cold the next day, golf ball size Maillard reaction. You pop that thing in your mouth, 1 or 2 bites. It is incredible.
I bet, dude.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below. Have you done carnivore meatballs? What is one of your favorite inexpensive carnivore meals? Post it down below. Help out the community. This community is incredible. And if you enjoyed this video, please help me. Subscribe to the channel, share this video, and leave a big thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about what I'm doing, I'm filming an incredible documentary called Healing Humanity, where people have returned to eating a proper...
Hell yeah. God damn it. I can't type surviving. All right, let's go.
Users on TikTok realizing they can just copy-paste the redacted text to read what it says.
Oh, look at this pesky redaction. Let's just get rid of that.
No way. Nah, bro. Like, nah. Give me a list of a file. Try it? We're gonna try it right now. Let's try it right this second. Which one do you want me to go to? And this is from the government website right here, justice.gov. One of the moment of truth.
Ain't no
fucking way. Users on TikTok realizing they can just copy-paste the redacted text to read what it says.
If true, that's fucking huge. And hopefully they get it all done before it gets fucking blocked. Because, god damn. Rob the Maritimer. Who the fuck? Who the fuck? Oh, Astrocross is streaming. God damn. Oh, shit. Is fucking Lion still streaming right now? He must have started streaming again. That's where he went. Must be streaming again. Ken Berry got something new? What the fuck is it showing he's got new shit?
Coffee and tea, they actually have tannins in them which will bind to the thiamine, making it unabsorbable. Now, if you have your morning coffee or you have your tea, that's not going to block 100% of the thiamine. Where this is going to come into play is if you're eating a relatively low vitamin B1 diet, and then you're drinking lots of coffee on top of that.
Vitamins.
Coffee and tea, they actually have tannins in them which will bind to the thiamine, making it unabsorbable. Now, if you have your morning coffee or you have your tea, that's not going to block 100% of the thiamine. Where this is going to come into play is if you're eating a relatively low vitamin B1 diet, and then you're drinking lots of coffee on top of that. Coffee and tea, they actually have tannins in them which will bind to the thiamine, making it unabsorbable. Now, if you have your morning coffee or you have your tea, that's not going to block 100% of the thiamine. Where this is going to come into play is if you're eating a relatively low vitamin B1 diet, and then you're drinking lots of coffee on top of that. Coffee and tea, they actually have tannins in them.
Tannins? We don't like tannins. Those are also fake. Yeah, I don't know. That seems kind of unbelievable, but I mean, I wouldn't put it past our government to be that fucking stupid where we can do stuff. What's Anatoly got going on? You guys ever seen Anatoly, dude? Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff.
I don't understand, guys. Like, you're gonna hurt your back. My mom told me the muscle is not important for lifting. Guys, you tell me next time, but I wanna do now. More like backward.
Oh my god! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Anatoly. Here, and the most important 32 kg map. Here, and this new video where I pretend to be a cleaner in the gym with the heaviest map in the world, Samantha. And of course, we'll be lifting today some really, really heavy weights. Let's go, buddy.
You don't mind? I'll clean in here. Yeah, little bit. Sorry, mister. It's terrible, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? I will do with you.
Do what?
Set.
The weight?
Deadlifting.
What? I am trying, man.
Sorry, guys. Is it okay? I will try your bar. I will not do with you.
I make now. Sorry. Not for you, man.
Sorry, guys. Is it okay? I will try the same like you. I wanna try, please.
Are you sure?
I will just take one set and I go. Like I said.
This is like our max weight. This is our max weight.
But how much?
It's getting to the point where, like, Anatoly, like, it's got to be just setups after a certain point, man. There's no way people don't recognize him anymore. There's no way they don't.
She's this like.
My brother was 150.
150?
Not for you, bro.
Just one set.
Bro, are you okay?
Crazy.
I told you, dude.
Grab the grip.
What are you doing? Bro, no. It's not the grip. It's not easier. Bro, please, next time.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Okay, next time. Okay, next time. Like. Quinto. Sorry, I need just clean under the bar. I will put it back like. Just be careful with your legs. Sorry. I think the grip is. I don't know why it's like. Just the finger.
It's not the finger, it's the weight. It's too heavy, bro. Like I said, you're gonna hurt your back.
But
you're gonna hurt
my
your
mom-
back. Seriously, you're gonna hurt your back.
My mom told me the muscle is not important for lifting. What?
You've been training for very long, guys. You're not gonna do it just one day.
How long you train, guys?
For 15 years, 20 years.
I'm cleaner 20 years, of course, as well.
What's important?
She tell me the love. Like, no, really? Why you like laughing? Yeah. Okay. Can you just hold them up, please? It's okay.
What is this? So you have to love to do.
Yeah. Just I want to do one more, please.
What?
This is what I'm talking about, 20 years of cleaning. Why you like?
It's real.
What?
What's the joke?
As my mom said, like.
No. Shoulder width. Shoulder width. Yeah.
Shoulder is like. I don't understand, guys. Like, sorry.
In the middle. In the middle, yeah.
Oh, on the middle.
In the middle.
On the middle, like, yes. Guys, you tell me next time what I wanna do now. Please, with you. I bring my bar. It's okay. Sorry, guys. Be careful. Just be careful with your legs. Nice.
Dude, it's so yuck. I know this is 2.5 minutes late, but coffee and tea also reduce iron and magnesium absorption. Yeah, man, I'm living well in the past. I took out garbage during your break. Dude, I got to take garbage out still. I shoveled a path out to do it, man. I still don't want to go do it right now. Actually, I'm going to do it in the morning. I'm all set. I'll just get it out there in the morning before they show up. I got to be up so early. It doesn't even matter.
Okay.
Everybody's garbage day is Wednesday.
Like this, as my mom told me. Yes. Like she told me the love. And that's why I just love deadlift. I just changed the grip like this. Like this. Yeah, this is like this. I will do few sets.
Dude, Anatoly's no joke, dude. That guy is just solid fucking muscle. He's a small little dude, man, but he is just pure fucking muscle. He is nuts.
Just want to be with you, like. Yeah, this was talking on the middle. What? Yeah, I feel back very good here. Like, is it okay? I will do your bar as well.
What's this?
Nice. Nice one.
It's too heavy.
This one? Yeah, it's like pretty heavy, the bar.
Even this is heavy. The mud is heavy.
No, not the heavy? You mean the bar is heavy or something?
Where are the muscles?
At home. You're laughing because it's wrong? Yes.
Absolute sleeper build. Oh, yeah, dude, he's just pure muscle. So fucking dense. So dense. If you look back on his history and, like, see, like, how he got to the point he is, it's nuts. His old workout regimen is insane. Absolutely insane.
Very strong, yeah.
He's very good at covering it up, too. Oh, yeah, dude, bodybuilder physique is just a whole different way of being fat. It truly is. Dude, you ever seen the way those guys eat? Look at strongmen. Go look at strongmen, dude. Like, those dudes literally just house 10,000 calories a day of carbs and sugar, man. That's all they do.
Both hands, you do it easily with one hand.
My dream is to do 2 hands.
Bro, you literally just did it with one hand, so you can easily do it with 2 hands.
It's
gonna be easy to do.
I can 2 hands. That's the problem. Have a good workout. You're doing like pretty good weight, honestly. No, it's good. The weight is good, really. Just keep going. Like, it's good.
Brother, that's my max. And I only did 3 reps.
Your mother was right.
And you literally
Your mother was right. It's all love.
You're doing here like every day this. Good job, guys. Honestly.
Well, YouTube just got shut down for policy violation or uh-oh. That ain't good. It's probably fucking Anatoly watching that shit like a fucking moron. Shit. Well, let's see. Sorry from future games. Oops. Stream suspended for policy violation. Interesting. Well, that's no good. This is not your Steam manager. I don't know. The muscles blow up and get more size. The strongmen on the muscles. Strongmen seem to get fatter overall, but they're smaller. Yeah, still substantial muscles do more much work. Most interesting. Oh no, we're back up. And we're back, and we're not going to watch any more Anatoly. Interesting. Yeah, Anatoly's got 9.1 million subscribers. He's probably got it set up to auto ping if you're trying to react to his videos, maybe. No, I don't think it was a strike. I mean, I'll go look. I'm just gonna have some music going for a second while I inspect what happened here. We're just going to go over to this screen real quick so we're not even sitting on Anatoly's shit. Nah, I don't know what that was, to be honest. Sure, they probably emailed me or something. Yeah, I don't know. Be honest with you, there's nothing there. I just checked my whole dashboard. There's no copyright or anything. Anything that gets copyrighted is almost immediately on your dashboard. We'll see what happens if the VOD's allowed through or not. A lot of times when you get copyrighted, the VOD will go through. It'll show you in the VOD it's copyrighted, and it'll show what is and do that. So just go do channels if you don't do that. Yeah. It's so hard to know which ones do and which ones don't. But it didn't happen until we were watching Anatoly for a while, so I'm assuming it was his channel. But again, who knows? That's the tough part about Reacts. I'm kind of learning as I go. We'll see. I'm going to check my email quick just to make sure there's nothing there. Yeah, I got an email from it. It was Anatoly. It's absolutely Anatoly. Bernice, what's going on? Bernice, you aren't Benny, are you? Are you the kick iteration of Benny? Soaking up the great American dream a day at a time, or trying to anyway. Trying not to get copyrighted anymore. It was Anatoly. It absolutely was the Anatoly vid. It got pinged and it was a copyright. It wasn't a strike, it was just a copyright. But nothing wrong with that. That's just the way she goes sometimes. Nothing you can do about that. Live and learn. Strikes are different. Strikes are very, very different. Take this.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but
alright, so we're still good. We're still good, I think.
from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to
Well, that sucks. Bernice does sound suspect. Grok is saying the copy paste is real. Interesting, interesting. Dang, God, dude, this is why I don't want to fucking stream to YouTube, man. Non-stop with the copyright bullshit, dude. Twitch and Kick don't give a fuck, man. You can just do whatever over there. I mean, depending over time, we're gonna see what happens once I add Twitch. We'll kind of go from there, but I don't know. No, I'm Bernice. Everybody watch. I guess I dodged the bullet with that one. Yeah, it all depends. If people have their shit locked so you can't react to it. The first one gets spicy. Yeah, it's a good way to go. No, I'm Bernice. I swear. I also had a VOD get blocked. I had a VOD get blocked a little while ago. Is that way too loud? I had a VOD get blocked a while back in Russia. For whatever reason, whatever I was watching was banned in Russia, so it blocked out the VOD for anyone in Russia. It's fucking wild. Alright, we've been doing CoffeeZilla for a while. Let's do him.
Industry, which preys on poor people, is endorsed by celebrities, but most people haven't heard of. Mostly because it goes by so many names.
I like something called the debt backpack method.
I recommend national debt relief to anyone who wants to become debt-free.
It's called the rapid relief method. It's called the debt clear method.
That's right. According to celebrities, there's an easy method to get your debt settled. The problem is, the banks don't want you to know about it.
Banks don't want you to know this, but there's a national debt relief program specifically designed to help Americans with $10,000 or more of credit card or personal loan debt.
I'll be honest, when I first saw this, I was curious what the big secret was. But the second or third time, I started to get suspicious.
Banks don't want you to know this.
Yeah, Kick is really bad with the bots, dude. Kick is so much better than YouTube.
Americans with $10,000.
I highly advise any of you guys that watch me on YouTube. Kick is a lot better. A lot
They hate
better.
this program because if you qualify, they can help you settle 40 to 60%
You
of
stream
your
on a
debt.
daily
And it's
basis
all
or a
one
specific
simple
schedule.
payment
I
method.
stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. However, this week, Thursday and Friday, I will be off. Friday looks like I finally have people to move my office.
Variety, micro-targeting, different.
Actually, you know, I might just sit here and bullshit a little bit. This is too long of a video, or too in depth of a video to even get into. We're gonna close Anatoly out before we get in trouble. So I'm gonna have to readjust that VOD when it comes out and delete that whole portion probably. No, well, dude, Kick's functionality and stuff is amazing, but Kick is just fucking, dude. It's bot after bot after bot after bot. It's bots trying to bot farm your channel, or it's literally people coming by trying to sell you emotes and banners and shit in Discord. But you'll get some actual people in there. You'll get some actual people in there. How long have I been on Kick? Oh, probably about 2 months or so. Right around 2 months. Roughly, something like that. I was YouTube first, now we're Kick. We're going to be integrating Twitch here before too long as well, but we're having a lot of fun on Kick. Kick's really good. Kick has great integrations. It works so much better than YouTube. What kind of video? They did say Kick is a lot looser with their rules, and it's really easy to get monetized in comparison. Yeah, Kick's monetization is amazing. Dude, if you get monetized on Kick, like, if you can hold like 100 viewers on Kick, you actually get an hourly wage. Like, you literally can get like 15, 16 bucks an hour for doing that. It's crazy. Kick is amazing. If you can get a start on Kick, it's really, really worth it. I really want to drop YouTube, man. I'm not going to do it because I have so many people that watch me on YouTube, but goddamn, I would love to drop YouTube. I would love to drop YouTube. I'll keep doing it because it's just constantly, no matter the things I can do on Kick or Twitch, React-wise and stuff, I'll get fucking fried on YouTube for. But Twitch and Kick, I can get away with it, you know what I mean? And then like the funnier parts of stream, the non-copyright stuff, I can clip those and then use those to make YouTube videos, so. Never know. We're going to have to see what happens. Hey, that's some good agua. That is some good hydration. Oh man, my fork made my paper wet. My fork made my paper wet. It's not good for anyone. Dun, 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 dun. Well, now we know we're never allowed to watch Anatoly. Ozgold reacts to anything and everything on Twitch. I don't think anything has ever been said to him about it. Yeah. I mean, it's all... I mean, unless they have specific copyright stuff on the video, which I'm not even going to open up Anatoly again. Maybe he's got in his description, he's got copyright stuff in there. But if you got close to that 100, yeah. Why haven't you animated customized stuff to your channel? God damn it. Why are you here to sell shit, you fucking snake? God damn it, man. You're worse than the fucking robots. The robots come in and at least just tell you you're full of shit. You come slinking in under the guise of, oh, your channel's fucking cool. Why don't you buy something from me? Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of my stream. Holy shit. Get kicked, moron. Holy fuck. We'd all make the switch if you get close to that 100. Dude, I'm telling you, just because YouTube sucks for streaming. Although I am getting close to being able to have super chats on YouTube. I'm getting close. Actually, I gotta be real close to getting super chats. My videos. Dude, my eyes just spazzed out so hard. That screen got so bright. They did the little fucking woo. Analytics. Oh no, I'm still nowhere near super chats. I have the subscribers now for super chats. I do not have the watch hours. I am still 2,400 hours short. Public shorts views. I'm at 44,000 public shorts views out of 3 million I need. Norm MacDonald convoluted. All right, we'll check that one out.
When I was young, there was a fella went by the name of Jacques de Gautier. And he was from Témiscamingue, Quebec. And Jacques de Gautier...
Did they... I was waiting for it. I swore it was Benny because YouTube went down and all of a sudden there's Bernice in here. I said, wait a minute, that's got to be Undercover Benny. I'm like, that's got to be Undercover Benny. I was wrong, though. I was wrong. An hour-long stream, and I had a guy in my kick chat shooting the shit with me for damn near the whole hour, and then the last 10 or 15 streams started about customizing the channel. Yeah, fucking just kick him. Just fucking toss him. Which, funnily enough, I don't know if when I ban on Restream, if it actually kicks him out of the kick chat. I banned him out on Restream, so I'm assuming that kicks him out of kick as well. The fucking pitch, man. Like, holy shit, dude. You get big, you get to be special. Man, I thought it was Undercover Benny that whole time. Man, was I wrong. Yeah, dude, I don't mind the bots. Like, the bots that come and do you want to grow your channel with many viewers? Like, dude, those are just like, okay, it's just a robot fucking doing robot things, and you just kick them. But those motherfuckers that come in here and pretend to be someone that wants to watch the content or be interested in your content and then try to sell you some bullshit, like, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking snake if you do that shit. Like, holy fuck. Like, how often can that actually work for these fucking people?
He was a fella that really thought, and he was smart, you know. He was our hope, I guess. And he was, while I was scrambling to get out of high school, Jacques Zagatineau had already...
I think you just changed his last name.
Well, you know, a man grows.
Probably people trying to sell stuff. Yeah. No, I've noticed that trend as well. Yep, they always do that off the rip. Like, hey man, I like your channel. I just followed. Like, oh, cool, thanks. Well, we should make your channel better by using some emotes or adding in some customization features or doing this or doing that. Fuck out of here. None of these people should ever try to do actual sales because, man, they have absolutely no pitch.
But this is the point. Yeah. Jacques de Gatineau, he went to make...
Have you seen the spam bots yet on Kick? Did you ever get any of the spam bots that come like, this fucking stream sucks, my stream's way better? It's got like a different guy's stream link, dude. That one happens all the time. Oh yeah, dude, graphics don't mean shit, dude. My best performing videos are literally shot with a fucking... Dude, every video I make is this cell phone. I don't have a fancy camera. I don't have shit, dude. This is literally it. My phone is what I make every single one of my videos off of. Every single one. Everything is literally done off of fucking Galaxy S25 Ultra. My webcam is a goddamn Galaxy Note 9. I don't have anything fancy. The only piece of fancy equipment I have is my beautiful new microphone. I love this thing. Absolutely love it. I just got to get some better headphones. I want to get rid of these headphones over the top. I think it's thinning my hair out having this thing over the top all the time. Gaming for 5 years with a strap up top, it's screwing with my hair. I just want to get some nice earbuds or something. Which actually, I have... No, not that. I have a beautiful pair right here. I got some JBL wireless earbuds right now. I just got to get my Bluetooth set up. I don't Bluetooth stuff on the PC often, so... I could, dude. My hair would be a few pounds at this point. Benny, oh my God, where have you been? We have a tail. We thought you went undercover. This is plenty good enough. Oh, dude, I can edit. This phone right here, this S25, dude, I can edit, I can trim, I can chop, I can mesh videos together. I can edit fucking 90% of my shit right off the phone anymore. And the beautiful thing is, and why I love my Galaxies, is because I get my magic little S Pen, dude. Give me my little S Pen for like the fine details, dude. I can do anything on this phone. Lord of the Rings did have better graphics, but I'll tell you what, dude. The thing I respect about Lord of the Rings more than The Hobbit is Peter Jackson used so many more practical effects than CGI doing Lord of the Rings. So many practical effects. I miss old practical effects. Everything's just CGI bullshit now. Benny, we thought you came undercover. So, Benny, we got copyrighted. We got copyrighted. The stream got shut down. They let us have the stream back after I shut down what we were reacting to. In the same time, YouTube got shut down. We had someone named Bernice show up in Kick. I thought it was Undercover Benny for a while. Thought it was Undercover Benny. Yeah, you're right, Lion. I can literally trim my hair off and do it, but I'm never going to do it. I love my hair too much. I promised, I made a deal a year ago. Actually, it was probably a year and a half ago that I was going to grow my hair till 40. I got about 9 months to go before I hit 40. So the big 4-0 is coming. I've grown it till at least then. I also like, my hair is like, not to toot my own horn, but women swoon over my hair. I just have naturally long, thick, luscious, super curly hair, and women love it. So due to that, I grow my hair out super, super long, and then I donate it for wigs for charities for cancer. I've been doing that for years and years and years, but this time I'm just not ready to let it go yet. I want to grow this shit super, super long. Yeah, sniff that Garcelle snake a mile away. I gave him the benefit of a doubt for a second because I thought it was Undercover Benny, but it sure wasn't. We're going to slowly convert everyone over to Kick and Twitch, I hope, here in the near future. I can just stop doing YouTube because YouTube sucks. YouTube's a pain in the ass. You called him sus from the beginning? Good call, good call. 90% of the people I've only had, besides you, Rom, I've had 2 or 3 actual chatters in Kick. One was here. We had a stream last week, I think. We had an actual guy in Kick that was here shooting the shit the whole time. I think he was drunker than shit. He kept asking me to go camping with him the whole time, but he was just going on about my videos and weight loss and all this other stuff. So it's cool. It's cool starting to see some people. We were holding solid double digits last night. We were holding, at one point, we were holding a solid 15 people last night. So it's definitely growing. We get a lot of lurkers. You will notice that too. You'll get a lot of lurkers in stream. Not a lot of people want to talk in Streamline. You'll notice that as well. A lot of people just like to watch the stream and not interact or anything and just watch it for the entertainment factor. So you have a lot of people that just show up and hang out and watch and don't talk at all. The lurkers, that's why I say at the end of every stream, lurking is love. If you're here watching, man, you don't got to be talking. You don't got to be in the chat. You don't got to do anything. If you're here watching, you are doing absolutely more than enough. More than enough. All right, Jacques Ducatineau. Let's see.
University, you got 3 degrees, by golly. And
yeah, definitely not a talker, as you can tell. That's one of the biggest things I advise is, like, even when you have no one in stream, just talk. Just talk and talk and talk. Like, dude, I come up with I'll just start talking life stories and shit, and then people show up, and it's like, the other thing, too, is it gets easier to relate with the chat and talk to your chat as it grows. Like, dude, when we have, right now, I mean, we got, 5-6 people chatting away right now. The more you guys are talking in stream, the easier it is for me to maintain the conversation. But, yeah, I know, when you're first starting out and it's just you, to look better than Kevin Sorbo, I can't wait, dude. I don't chat much with the chat. Yeah. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, when you're streaming, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you meant. But it's good. It's good to interact. It really, really is. Or even if you're not interacting with the chat, just be talking the whole time. You're definitely talking the whole time. I had you on the headset wandering around my house doing stuff when I was lurking on you there, and you were just motoring away the whole time. So you're doing it right. Kevin Sorbo was motherfucking my Hercules, man. God, I remember the early 90s, dude. Every single time a new one came out, Hercules, Xena, Star Trek. Oh, I miss all that shit. I remember watching episodes of The Next Generation, like as soon as they came out with my dad every time. Oh my God, dude. I miss those days. I miss the 90s so much, man. Things were so much simpler then. So much simpler. Y'all remember a time where you could just disappear? Like none of us had cell phones. Like you could just disappear and no one even knew where the fuck you were for a couple days. Like, oh God, I miss it. God, I miss it. You think about how new it is for like people ask, like, what's the first thing most people ask when they call? Hey, where you at? Where you at? What are you doing? That's still a relatively new thing to ask people. Because back in my day when I grew up, if you called someone, you knew exactly where the fuck they were because it was a house phone. Oh, I miss the anonymity. You can still disappear. You're right. Just turn your shit off. Just leave the phone. That's all you gotta do. Dude, I want to sometimes. Now that I'm doing content and stuff, I really can't. But, like, there's times, dude, I just want to drop the phone and just fuck off for, like, 3 or 4 days. Just not worry about a goddamn thing. That's what me and the wife used to do when we travel. Like, as soon as we get everything ready, we bring our phones in case there's an emergency or something. But the minute we leave the house, we shut our phones down. We just turn them right the fuck off, and we just go. We leave for a weekend and say, yep, that's it. We'll leave the dog with someone for a couple days and say, if there's an emergency, give us a call, and we'll call you back whenever we see it. But that's about it. Oh, you got to do it sometimes, man. You just got to shut down all the digital shit. I'm trying, another big thing I've talked about this before. I'm super trying to shut down all my screens. As soon as stream ends, my screen time is done. I don't look at my phone again. I set my alarms for the morning. I try to not have any screen time right now for at least an hour before I fall asleep. I'm trying not to eat 4 hours before bed, and I'm trying not to watch screens or electronics or anything an hour before bed, and it's working really, really good. I fall asleep so much better. What do you guys do? I'm curious on you guys. Do you fall asleep with a TV on, or you just sleep nothing? Because I was always a TV guy. I had to have a TV on in the background, a phone playing YouTube or something to fall asleep, and now I can't do shit. Just do that one day of the week, yeah. Yeah, it's mine too, lad. Mine too, man. My wife has to have a TV on to sleep. Which is cute, though, because every time I come to bed and she goes to bed for me, it's all Bible study stuff. My wife loves the Bible, so she's always just watching cutesy-putesy Bible videos and stuff like that. It's always adorable when I come to bed and she's watching stuff. What did you just watch? Is The Office on repeat? The Electric City? The Office was based out of Scranton, Pennsylvania, which I'm not in Scranton, but, you know. Scranton, the Electric City, baby. Scranton's a dump, by the way. Scranton is an actual shithole. Scranton Wilkes-Barre is the name of the official city. Don't judge me, but you listen to ASMR? No, you're cool, dude. What kind of ASMR? Are we talking like thunderstorms, or are we talking like women breathing into the microphone, Betty? ASMR could mean a whole lot of different stuff. That could be the pitter patter of rain, some nice wind, something like that. It could be a woman heavily panting into a microphone. You never know. You never know. Whatever your vice is, I don't judge. I don't judge. Oh shit. I've listened to a lot of ambient stuff. I like the nice like thunderstorm and gentle pitter patter of the rain and stuff. I used to do that quite a bit. I've tried like the sleeping frequency stuff. Yeah, I know. I really want to hit the ladder. I don't judge. I don't judge. I'd like to audition for the part of the ASMR. Is that working for you? Lately breathing and tapping on ladders. I like to listen to gentle car horns in the distance. It really lulls me to sleep. Nah, I dose melatonin now. I've been doing melatonin for a couple weeks, just the pills. None of the gummies with carbs or any of that shit in it. But I've been doing melatonin pills, dude. I take that melatonin and fucking bam. Oh, so there's emergency isn't near worth it for the 1 in 1,000 chance? Yeah, I hear you, dude. I hear you. Is it near worth it for the 1 in 1,000 chance? Yep. Yep. Remember the Muppets? Yep. All right, we're gonna go back to this.
Over across the pond to the fellers with Cambridge, and he even stood up to them. And we thought, boy, he's going to be the next. We had Jean Marchand, Gérald Tertier, Pierre Trudeau, the 3 wise men of Quebec. By God, Jacques de Gatineau was going to be the next.
Give me the next gun.
Yeah, but he vanished. And I met him. I started to do stand-up and travel from here to there and to here again. And one time I was in Niagara Falls, and
Chat's having a stroke right now. I don't know if anyone can send anything, but on my end, Restream's having a major conniption fit at the moment.
I went over to the SeaWorld there. You know how they have the SeaWorld? You know, with the different fish.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yes. The SeaWorld. I've been there many a time.
Okay, so I was checking out the beluga whales and stuff, and I look over, and who do you think I see?
I hope it's that guy.
No, it was just an attendant, but...
All I keep pausing because this is also Conan's like also alternate channel with like 9 million subscribers. There's a high risk of copyright on this one as well, so we're gonna play it nice and easy on this.
But he showed me to the place I wanted to see, which is where they feed the little baby dolphins, because I love dolphins, you know. And who do I see there but Jacques de Gatineau?
Video's playing good,
And here he
yeah.
is.
Sometimes the restream chat just bugs out sometimes. I don't know what it is. It was happening a lot when I first started. It's like once the stream, it just does that, and then like 2 minutes later, it just kind of resets itself, and it's fine after that.
He's feeding the baby dolphins. And I go up to him and I go, Jacques de Gatineau, I feel shame for you. You were our hope. You were to go to Canada, Canada's nation's capital of Ottawa. And you were to be a great man, Jacques de Gatineau. And we were all, you know, we pinned all of Témiscamingue, Quebec, pinned our hopes on you. Now that's a hell of a burden for a man to have a town's hope pinned on them, isn't it, Conan?
It is a lot, big burden.
So he was feeding these baby dolphins, you know, and I said, I'm ashamed of you, Jacques de Gatineau. You could have done so many great things. And he said, well, I think I'm serving a youthful porpoise. Now I believe that...
I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen.
You don't encourage that.
It's like,
that was a 40-minute story.
It's like somebody...
Youthful porpoise?
Youthful porpoise.
Yes.
Not porpoise.
I don't know. Good God.
I know. That was way out of line.
No, that was way out. Who are you to
Somebody
criticize Oscar Pistorius?
It's like somebody saying, I got to show you something. They take you on a 4-mile hike to show you a dog turd. Look at it. Okay.
Well, there's your reel for CBS. We're getting this right to Les Moonves.
Yeah. I gotta have him.
You want to see that every night, Les? This guy's got
more Quebecois humor.
I love you. I really do. You know that, right?
That's a fucking goodie. It's an absolute goodie. All right, we're going to find a Shane Gillis quick, and then we'll fucking call her for the night. I got to get a bunch of stuff ready. Watch
Biden do anything, I get the same feeling as like, you ever go to a friend's house and they have like a 16-year-old dog and it walks in the room? And you got to do that whole like, oh, hey, there he is. Just look at him. He's looking great.
Back for you, some good ones. We'll check them next time.
My favorite thing about Biden is anytime Biden finishes a speech, he transforms into a Roomba. Just... Tell you this, on a more serious note, this is something I'm dealing with in my life. I recently found out that the girl I'm dating, her ex is a Navy SEAL. That sucks. That sucks dick, dude. That's the worst ex of all time. I never even thought it. You want to feel insecure as a man? That's the worst. I never even thought of that one as like that could happen to me. I spent my whole life thinking, black guy, worst case on this. And by the way, I mean that with all due respect to the black community, dude. For real, I wish people feared my dick like that. I wish my dick struck fear into entire races. Nobody fears my dick, dude. Nobody fears my dick. Other than like women in parking garages, they... You get me in a parking garage, all of a sudden my dick's top of the food chain. See me lurking behind a pillar in there. Just with a GameStop bag. Just... Nah, dude, Navy SEAL. It's a tough one. I do this thing, it's not a good thing, but whenever I'm dating a girl, I always talk shit on her exes. It's not a good look. Women don't respect it. Kind of makes me look like a bitch. I like it. I can't stop doing it. And normally it's easy. Normally it's like, what's your ex do? He's a fucking substitute teacher. It's weird he wants to hang out with kids like that bad. You know, like, this one's tough. This is a tough ex to make fun of. Just when I'm walking around the apartment all day, just fucking Navy SEALs. They're kind of pussies if you really think about it. You know what I mean? Like using night vision, sneaking up on guys. That's a fucking coward's way to fight, dude. You know who's actually brave? Al-Qaeda.
I'm more in tune with the monkey bars,
guys. Bravery. Just in pajamas, throwing rocks at tanks. Heroic shit, dude. Just you and your boys going out. In flip-flops. You're all gonna get fucked up, dude. No training. 0 military training, dude. Those guys, those dudes, they had one set of monkey bars. That's what they all trained on. And they were proud of the monkey bars. You remember that video? You've seen them using the monkey bars. They filmed themselves using the monkey bars and then sent that tape out to the world like, not bad.
All right, boys, we were going to call it there for the night. I got a whole bunch of stuff to get done. I got to be up at 5 a.m., crack o' dawn. Chat has been super glitching out for me the last 5 or 6 minutes here. It's still disabled right now on my end, so I don't know if you guys can see, if you can hear, if anything's even going on. I'll hang out for another couple minutes just so we can see what's going on. I am not streaming tomorrow. It's my normal off day. Christmas Day, I will also not be streaming. I got a whole bunch of family stuff going on. Friday, I'm not 100%. I will post on X and YouTube and probably Facebook in the morning whether or not I'll be streaming. I'll get it out at least through those channels to let everyone know. We'll see what happens. I got a lot of potential. I got family up. I think I got a couple people that are going to come help me move my office on Friday. So if that's the case, I will absolutely not be streaming. I'm going to have to tear down and set up and do a whole bunch of stuff. So again, if you guys are in chat, I can't see anything you're saying right now. I'm still super bugged. But yeah, awesome stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll have to check on the VOD on this one. I might have to fine tune the VOD so it's actually viewable. But it'll be good. Get us some more view time because we are a long way off. We're a long way off on YouTube still. We need to be able to monetize for super chats and stuff. I still need like 2,400 watch hours, something like that. Some ridiculous fucking number. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, chat's back up. Chat's back up for me now. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Absolute blast tonight. I'm going to get some early sleep. I got a long morning coming up. I got the wife coming home tomorrow after being gone for a week, so I'm going to be busy. I got to go throw some stocking stuffers in and wrap her presents and do some laundry and get the garbage outside. And Bernice came back and was talking shit? No way. No way. I don't bulimic. I don't bulimic. Yeah, lurkers, anyone who's lurking, not chatting, Benny, Lion, Bucky, Rom, fucking all you motherfuckers, Bwillian, Ricky Perez, if any of you guys are still hanging out, still lurking. I wouldn't believe half the stuff that comes out of my mouth anyways, yeah. I said, unless they made a new account and came back, because I banned the shit out of that first one, so we'll see what happens. Dude, look at this. This is 5X, by the way, boys. This is a 5X. Look how loose this shit is getting. This was skin tight 6 months ago. We're making progress. So a lot of big stuff coming up in the next week or so. I got it. My next BIA scan is next Monday. That will also officially be the last Monday weigh-in we do. First week of January, we're going to 1 a week weigh-ins. The 2 week shit is just getting to be way too annoying. Rather see big swings, have bigger announcements, have people sitting on the edge of their seat a little bit more waiting for it. So we got BIAs coming up. We got measurements coming up. I got a big short coming out tomorrow. Baby little script. I just got a tiny little script for it right here. But something I've been working on for a little bit. Something, just a real important message I want to get out there before Christmas. But yeah, lots of awesome stuff coming up. We got tons of long forms coming up. I have like 9 scripts written. Hourly weigh-ins are the best. I agree. Bi-hourly. I weigh myself every 13.5 minutes. Every time I take a single bite of food, I scale. 2's annoying as shit, man. Like that Friday to Monday one, it's like, why am I measuring between 2 days? You know what I mean? It kind of gives me motivation for the week to lose more, and it draws views in, but it's like, it's just not enough. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll revert back to 2. I mean, generally my 2 weigh-ins, between the 2 of them, I usually get around, I don't know, off YouTube, probably around 2,000 views between the 2. If the single one doesn't start holding 2K, then we'll see what happens. But we're going to go from there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're going to get out of here and shut down for the night. Again, 50-50 if I'll be live Friday, but definitely the next 2 nights I will be off. No streams for the next 2 nights. And going into next week, we'll be back to normal schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. We might change times a little bit coming up. If I do get set up with Twitch and everything else, we might start going for a longer stream. We might start shooting for 5 hours, but it's tricky. 4 hours is a good mark, because I got to stream for 4 hours, I got to make videos, edit videos for another chunk of the day, and then at the end of the day, on top of trying to do all that, I still got to actually lose the weight is the problem. So, hope you guys have an amazing night. If I don't talk to you, each one of you guys have an amazing Christmas. I hope it's filled with love, joy, family, and everything you hope for. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see you guys soon.